the burner account.
It's really straightforward and great.
Here's how you get in touch with Beverly Hills Ortho. Call this number, 877-7, let's do this. That's 877-753-8736 or beverlyhillsortho.com.
What's up, Travis and DeMarco? I'm in.
Stop getting better. The breaking news from last night.
What's up, Travis and DeMarco?
Is now on top. A 5-year, $182 million deal to complete what could be the best.
Hey, who's this guy doing the reads?
We're talking about
They live in like the East Coast or something.
710 ESPN.
He and his wife just do a whole bunch of stuff for us.
This is his wife as well? Holy
It's crazy. Yeah, Chris was telling me one time when I was an intern. He's like, yeah, we've just had them for years, and they just do it for a whole bunch of.
damn. Badass, bro. Because I hear from other shit too. They don't just do 710.
They're like
Network for it.
Good Karma Brands radio station.
Here we go, Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr. The Travis and DeMarco Show is on for the day before Thanksgiving.
You got any graphic for Blake Snell any chance?
yeah, it's on the bottom. Right there, Blake Snell. You'll see the alarm, the breaking, and then that one's just like potential starting lineups because they'll probably get in that. Yeah. I'll get a Dodgers. I'll get a Lakers.
Yeah, you chilling?
Blues.
Last night in the NBA Cup in Phoenix, they got peeled and mashed like some Thanksgiving potatoes. We'll react. Let's get to it. The Travis and DeMarco Show, the day before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrims.
Hell yeah, Chris.
I want Chris's job. Sit in the back and snipe. He's like both Muppets in the balcony. Yes! Like, nobody loves the chaos of disappointment.
No!
More than Chris
Come
Rock.
in, launch grenade, leave. I love that. Stone cold Chris. Yeah, he's
He's Regina George in Mean Girls, where she just throws up the burn book and then walks out of
and,
the school.
that's it. He's out. Yes.
He is the rare combination of anarchist and the guy in charge. Like, he's the guy running a lot
Hot
of
mic.
these people and the guy trying to mess up a lot of it.
To Brian, we've been in here arguing about should we brine our turkeys.
Yeah, both DeMarco and I have turkeys that need to be prepared in the next 24 hours. Like,
Are we going to do it or not?
well,
Okay, can you explain me the process? I've never made the turkey, so
Get
explain
a
this
turkey,
process.
drop it in something big with salt, and make a mess.
yeah, that's the issue I have with it. Like, my wife and I, we are hosting Thanksgiving this year. Brian, my brother, and his
Yeah.
family, they're doing Christmas, and
Oh, nice.
I do not mind the cooking piece of this at all. Like, I'm sure a lot of listeners know, I enjoy cooking. Cooking's my thing. I have no problem with the labor of it. The brining of a turkey is a pain in the ass. Like,
Does it matter is the question. It's a pain. It's a labor of love. I think it's something we should do because it sucks. Let's just go ahead and do it. Have some fun. This is
Like,
what Thanksgiving is. It's supposed
suffering?
to suck. Yes, it's supposed to suck. It's supposed to make a mess. But does it make a difference to the taste of the turkey?
Well, apparently what it really affects most is, like, how soft the meat gets. Like, it will affect the texture of
Like
the
if
meat.
it's too dry or not?
Yes, like softness, moistness, dryness, whatever. Or maybe that is just what Big Brine wants you to think. Like, Big Brine.
Is brine a business?
The salt is.
Mr. and Mrs.
It's
Brine.
all about
The Mortons.
well,
Don't
it's,
do that. No,
it's big
see,
Morton's,
brining has to
it's
be right.
big kosher salt.
Yes.
Like, this is big brine,
AK
big salt in cahoots
Yes.
together with big turkey.
When I found
Letting
out
you think that you have to do this.
when I found out Got Milk was a scam, that broke my heart.
What do you mean, milk is a scam?
That whole Got Milk ad was like a scam for like the dairy farmer people.
Well, yeah, they want to sell more dairy.
That's what I'm saying. I believed it.
well, I mean,
Dang it.
Like, Subway isn't healthy for you, just so
Hey,
you know.
man, come on.
I mean, everything.
Now you're going to tell me there's no Rudolph.
Like, DeMarco, if I can let you behind the curtain.
No, I don't
of-
want to know.
Of
Blissfully.
industry for a second.
Yeah.
Every commercial that you ever see, they're trying to sell you
You're
something.
looking
Yeah, the
at a living blue
Energizer,
pill.
the Energizer Bunny doesn't
They're
keep
all
a
going
living
and
blue
going.
pill.
Yeah, it's not an actual
Yes.
bunny.
Wow.
Not like a
it's,
bunny.
It's about the batteries.
Speaking of blue pill, that is not fair. What the Dodgers are doing.
He is referring to, obviously,
That
the
is
news
not
that broke
fair.
yesterday.
Yes.
Blake Snell is now part of the Dodgers rotation. The lefty and the Dodgers agreed to a 5-year, $182 million contract, according to sources from ESPN. Pending physical, but we are counting on him getting through. No opt-outs, $52 million signing bonus, and, as now becoming the way of the Dodgers, deferred money.
You should not be allowed to cheer this if you're Dodger fans.
Why?
Because this is ridiculous now. This is ridiculous. Your payroll last year was over $1 billion.
You know what?
Now you added the best lefty in the game. What are we doing here?
There are plenty of other teams that could do this if they wanted to.
Name one.
They're all
that
run
can
by
do what the Dodgers are
They
doing.
are all run by billionaires.
Name one that could do this. Because if they could, they would.
No. Actually, they wouldn't all. That's the thing. Not all of these billionaires are willing to spend. These guys are all some of the richest 1%ers on the planet. You buy, for the most part, sports teams to be your plaything and an ego thing. Like, it's very rare to have a team
And you have to have a team that makes money.
Sure.
That puts you in a very small group. And the Yankees could.
Right.
The Mets could.
The
Red Sox could.
The Mets could. The Cubs could.
Four or five teams can do this.
No. I think more teams could because these are all run by super rich people. But, as you pointed out, they care about the money they spend. They care about it. But that's not the same thing as not being able to do it. It's very rare.
This is what you turn the rest of the league into, a bunch of window shoppers.
Whatever.
If the Dodgers want anybody, they're going to get them.
No, but it's rare to have a team like the Lakers where the team is your primary revenue stream for the Buss family. Like, they all have other things. Jeannie's got the Sincoro tequila and some of her TV projects, and I'm sure the other siblings have other things going on. But the Lakers, that is their primary revenue stream, the team. Most teams, the team is a secondary investment, thirdendary, a word I like to use. Thirdendary. It's a word that I made up and I like to use.
Wow.
It's, they're venture capitalists. They've got other primary sources of revenue. Like, these guys can afford to spend on what they want. You can lose money and still afford it. They choose not to lose money. That's their choice. The Dodgers choose to spend it, celebrate it.
I'm with you. And if you put him in this lineup, if everyone stays healthy, tell me how you lose. Tell me how you not break records.
Well, but they don't always stay healthy.
And I think Dave Roberts has the best job in the world. Really. All you got to do is keep the car on the road. That's it.
Well, yes. Yes, you do. Except you also have to keep people bought into the same page for 162 games. It's grown millionaires. You keep them from killing each other. Like, honestly,
and to not get complacent at the same time.
Yeah,
so he's the world's highest paid babysitter?
To some degree, yeah. That's what
psychologist? Team
I think that's
psychologist.
what a lot of managers are in MLB.
That team psychologist? Come here and lay on this table and tell me why you're not hitting.
That is what a lot of coaching. I mean, maybe it didn't feel that way to you in the moment because you're the one on the field. You're the one in the middle of it. But Vermeil, he was your babysitter.
No, God, no. He was a coach, bro.
No. He was a great. I'm not saying he wasn't a great.
I don't
coach.
think Dave is a psychologist. I think he should get more credit than he deserves.
The great psychologists don't let you know that you're treating him.
Oh, will you stop?
You were being treated.
Will you stop? No.
You were a patient, DeMarco.
Dick
You didn't
Vermeil
know
is
it.
not a team psychologist.
You did not know it.
If he's a team psychologist, he's horrible then.
Who?
Dick Vermeil. If you think he was our babysitter team psychologist, then that should have been abuse. Those practices.
So what? Tough love.
No.
Tough
love. No. That was brutality.
It was a different time, DeMarco.
That was ridiculous.
Parents and doctors treated children differently than they do
That
now.
was back in the Stone Age. I think Dave should get more credit. But this is crazy, though. It really is a great job because you get an embarrassment of riches every single year. You get a can't-miss ball club every single season.
And
you just won the World Series, and you got better in less than a month.
But that's one of the best things about this, too, actually.
Has it been a month?
In the Ohtani...
A little over a month, thank you.
A little over a month.
Yeah.
In the Ohtani era, which the Ohtani, Yamamoto, Glasnow, Betts, Freeman, like all Will Smith, all the big contract eras.
Yeah.
Like that period, they won right out of the gate. They got their World Series first crack at it, which means... You go into this season, there's always going to be pressure because you're the Dodgers and you have that roster, but you've already banked the championship. Like when are they going to win the championship thing, that's not a conversation point.
I do have a question for you, too, real quick. What denotes dynasty?
I don't know because baseball doesn't have...
It's kind of subjective, right?
Well, baseball doesn't have as many repeat champions.
There hasn't been one since the Yankees in the late 90s.
So what denotes dynasty in baseball? Because I heard Dodger fans going crazy. The ones even like Jorge, they're like, "This is great." I mean, this even though you're ruining the game, that this is the beginning of the dynasty. So what denotes dynasty in baseball?
I don't know.
Multiple World
2
Series,
and 5, 3 and 6 or 7, something like that. Assuming the other seasons you go deep into the playoffs. Like if you have good playoff runs and you just end up losing, but there's a couple more championships between now and say year 5 of this, year 6 of this, something like that.
So the Yankees with Jeter.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to go, like Emily said,
At least
far back.
So I just said for a round number, at least 4 in 10 years.
Yeah, that works. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's the same way for most sports is 4 and 10, 3 and 5.
I mean,
something
even
like that.
the NBA is starting to have fewer repeat champions. I mean, they have not had a repeat champion since the Warriors. I think it's 16 or 16, 17, something like that. It's been a while.
Are the Chiefs a dynasty right now?
Yes.
Okay, so
I consider the
that's what I
Chiefs.
thought in football. Like back in the day, Mike Shanahan's Broncos when they went back to back. That's a dynasty. They got 2.
Right.
That's not 4.
Well,
but that to me was a dynasty.
But it's all, though, again, about the context of what your sport is. Like, the NFL does not have a lot of extended championship runs like that. The Patriots certainly were a dynasty.
And they rarely repeated. They
Yeah.
they had a lot
Right.
in a course of a
But
20
they
years.
owned, like, 2 decades of the NFL.
Yeah, Nick Saban at Alabama. That was a dynasty.
Yeah,
They didn't win every
absolutely.
year, but it seemed like they did, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, so
Yeah.
I just wonder for
Yeah, I mean,
baseball.
the Chiefs have 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. That is a dynasty.
Right. And some people think that Mahomes has to get 3 in a row to make it a dynasty. I'm like, what?
Well,
Are
3 in
you
a row
out of
is
your
nearly
mind?
impossible. It's never been done.
Right. That's but they think he needs to do that to make that run a dynasty.
See,
I'm like,
that
he's
to-
already there.
That to
he's
me
the
is-
emperor.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not a dynasty. That's breaking new ground with a dynasty.
Right.
That's ridiculously stupid if they do that.
They've
yes.
been in the AFC Championship game every year. He's been a starter,
I know.
which
And
is insane.
That's funny. He gets credit for that, but it's like the Dodgers get credit for their run. He gets credit for Kansas City's run, but the Dodgers get credit for their run.
Well, it's because
It's baseball. It's football.
yeah.
I mean,
You're a quarterback.
quarterbacks have control over a game in
Yes.
a way that no baseball player does.
Right.
Yes.
Like, other than maybe you could argue starting
Ooh.
pitchers, assuming they go.
But they come up every couple days.
Right.
It's not every game
Yes.
you impact.
No,
Let me ask
nobody
them-
in baseball does that.
Emily, what if Garoppolo was Mahomes?
Congrats. Thank you, Mahomes. Fantastic.
No, like he's the
I
guy.
mean, he becomes dishier,
he's
but
the-
what's your point?
That's what I'm saying. Like this dude really takes over the world, right? All that's missing from him is like a Mahomes run, and he's the
Mahomes
the,
all
Are you
it's all
suggesting
over.
that Patrick Mahomes needs to get work done?
I'm just saying. Just imagine if that happened.
He's all over State Farm. He's all over Subway and
So
stuff.
are you saying-
Mahomes
what if,
is out there?
What if Mahomes wasn't so awkward, and he was kind of Garoppolo-like? That's what I'm saying.
I think, yes, he would probably have a couple more things. I mean, Tom Brady was like that. Tom Brady is a good-looking
See,
man, or
I
at least
thought that
was used to.
hit or miss with Brady. So like some people are like, yeah, some people are like, nah.
His
not
long
really.
hair era was not great.
Not okay, but just imagine if he was Garoppolo.
Right.
Well, now, I mean, okay, just off the
Yeah.
top, I cannot say with any concrete evidence that Tom Brady's had work done. I can say,
You have eyes.
well,
Did he have work done?
I cannot say with 100% certainty
is
that
this-
he's had
are
work
you
done.
serious?
Well, what I can
Yeah.
say with 100% certainty is he looks like somebody who's
Exactly.
had work done.
When?
And now he looks, frankly, kind of crazy.
Look, I never heard that. Let me look.
You've never heard that
I'd never
Tom
heard that,
Brady looks like somebody who's had his
No,
work done?
I've never heard that in my
just-
life. Hold
just
on.
look at it. Someone actually laid out his face shape over the years and just
Okay, Google searching Tom Brady work done.
yeah.
I mean, he's Benjamin Buttoning. Like he looked,
Really?
he looked younger, like in his third
I
year
need
of
a
the
before and
NFL
after.
than he does. I mean, he looks older then than he does now.
but he has good work done.
but-
He has good work done, like Taylor Swift has good work done. You know, everybody has good work done.
I got a 2014 to 2023, a side by side. He looks exactly the same.
Oh my gosh!
He
well,
does.
that's
What
he
am I
should
missing?
be aging,
He should be aging.
Oh, is that the point? He's not
Yes.
aging. Okay,
Yes.
never mind.
and his hairline has gotten
The cheekbones
help,
have
yeah.
sunken a little bit.
He's gotten the very expensive good
Again,
stuff done.
Just so it's clear.
I didn't know that.
Emily and I have no proof that he's actually had work done.
He's
we just
aging
have proof that
backwards.
he looks
And
like somebody who's
you know
had
what?
work.
If
Wow.
I had all the money in the world, I'd get work done too, okay? So I'm not judging getting work done.
No, come on, Tom. Don't get the work done. Let it go.
He's
Come
on
on.
TV
What
now.
happened
He's
to the
on Fox.
Bradshaws of the world?
He's had no fillers. I don't think he's had
He's had
fillers.
no fillers.
He's had the opposite of fillers, it
Wow.
looks like.
yeah, some suction now.
Yeah, he's had
Unbelievable.
reducers.
But so back to
Yeah.
the Dodgers. I want to talk about this one thing, and maybe we can talk about it on the other side. But the reason why they're able to do this is because all this deferred money. Because Ohtani deferred.
That's a
Well,
great
yes.
point.
You
Without
have
Ohtani,
questions.
none of this is possible. Without Shohei Ohtani, none of this is possible when you think about it.
All right, we're going to get into. Emily has some questions about the deferred money,
And
I have
brining.
some questions about the deferred money. We're going to probably take your brining calls 877-710-ESPN. Travis and DeMarco show 710 ESPN.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming LAX.
Hey, it's Mace. NFL fans, big news. We've got a major shakeup here in town with the Los Angeles Rams. That's right, Rams bringing in some huge talent, and it didn't require any trades or clearing any salary cap space. The Rams have brought on the one and only Jacob Emrani as their chosen legal partner. So remember, Rams fans, when you're injured, call the chosen legal partner of your favorite team called Jacob.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Thanksgiving to-do list. Eat, nap, watch football, play slots and blackjack. Oh, if there was only a place I could do everything. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Black Friday shopping in our ballroom. Get top brands including JBL and Tumi. Pay with cash, credit, or points. Noon to 10 p.m. the 29th.
And the number one reason.
We're going country. It's Morongo's Grand Ole New Year's Eve. Giddy up and get your tickets now, y'all.
Morongo, good times.
Miss the good old days when everything was more affordable? Well, Kia of Carson is bringing them back. Black Friday deals are here all month long. This is your chance to save thousands on the exciting Kia lineup, including the new EV, hybrid, and plug-in models. Or you can enjoy deals on classics like the rugged Telluride, the sporty K5, and the all-new K4 sedan. Whatever you need, Kia of Carson most likely will have it in stock as one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country. Head over now or online at KiaofCarson.com. Hurry in for best selection.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text TIGER to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text TIGER to 321-321. That's TIGER to 321-321.
FX's Say Nothing.
We thought joining the IRA was the noblest thing a person could do.
Northern Ireland, 1971.
They could beat us, they could shoot us, but the one thing they could never get us to do was talk.
Based on the true story and the New York Times bestseller.
You were taught that you were fighting in the name of the people. And I think people should know that it's all lies.
FX's Say Nothing. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Are you ready to unleash the beast? Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate your competition. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Grab yours today.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
The window shopper, mad at me. I think I know why you can't afford nothing in here. What are you doing in here? This is all of baseball. You can't afford none of this. When the free agent list comes out, you can't afford none of this.
No. That's the difference at Travis and DeMarco Show. Andy Kamenetsky in for Travis. All these other fool billionaires can afford it.
Yeah.
They just choose not to spend it.
I don't know who wouldn't want a roster like this if you could afford it. You like losing?
Maybe
you like your fan base mad at you every year?
Maybe they cannot afford everything the Dodgers have, but they could afford more of what the Dodgers have. They choose not to do it.
No one will outbid the Dodgers.
That's fine. I mean, look, man.
They're Big Willie at Las Vegas.
There's a reason that every franchise in every sport wishes they were either in LA or New York.
I think some Dodger fans are embarrassed. Man. Some Dodger fans are embarrassed. You have to be. Come on. You have to be a little bit embarrassed.
Nah, why?
It's not like you guys have had a World Series drought. Like, this has been 82 years of nothing, and now we're good, so who cares?
It's a pretty big World Series drought from... But, real, true
I'm talking
World
Series.
Historic,
like when Babe Ruth was alive drought.
Oh, come on.
They went 30-something years without a World Series. I mean, they by Dodger standards, and they were spending
You haven't
back
gone
then,
through
too.
enough to justify this and be
30
proud
years ain't enough?
I guess that's a long time.
I mean, they went from 88
that's
to
life.
2000.
That's life in prison.
Yeah, I mean, they went from 88 to,
2020.
They basically went, the entire
Was it
time.
really that bad?
They basically went, the entire time the Menendezes have been in prison.
That's a long time.
Yeah, a little
That's
bit
a long
before
time.
that and where we are right now.
Okay.
They basically went that entire time without a World Series.
You hit
they
the lottery.
They were sniffing it so often. I think it's honestly almost harder to be so
close. They were up for parole
Yes.
continually.
Denied.
Oh, man.
Wow.
But the deferred money, you got some ideas about this deferred money, Andy? So we have, it started with Ohtani. It didn't really start, but huge amount of his deal is in deferred money. $680 million of his deal is deferred money until after the deal is done. They have the Dodgers totally, before this deal with Snell, had about $915 million in deferred money. There's been no specified amount for Blake Snell, how much it's deferred. But that's Will Smith, Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, and Teoscar Hernandez, as well as Snell, all have deferred money.
That's like the Dodgers are a bank.
I want to see their books. I want to see how this works. I am not accusing the Dodgers of running some type of Ponzi scheme.
Uh-oh. Usually when you say that, you are.
It just feels to me like it's a Ponzi scheme. How do you have $1 billion of deferred money? The idea that you know what your books are going to look like a decade down the road, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I wonder if the same ownership group, how many of them are going to still be there when the bill comes due? How many of them are still going to be around? How many of them are just building up something big for other people to eventually buy, like similar to the Celtics with their payroll right now, which is massive. Like they've blown through however many aprons, like they're like on apron 9 now or whatever. They're looking to sell the team. Like they're the ownership. No, I know that. I mean, it's public news. They are looking to sell the team. Like I am very curious to see what the ownership looks like in 10 or so years. And again, I mean, everything they're doing, I want to make it clear because I mentioned Ponzi schemes. It's all legal. Like everything they're doing is on the up and up. Like, baseball approves it and all that. I'm just saying it's crazy to see this much deferred money down the road. Like, I can't think of anyone else who's done it like this at this level.
Like for players to agree to it, then their agents are agreeing to this. So you have to be shown the books. Like, are you sure you can pay this in the future?
Now, we were talking
before I tell my athlete to do this.
Right.
So, but clearly the Dodgers are going to make money for years. And they have money to begin with.
Okay, and Emily, you brought up the idea of deferred money and just us talking about it. This is actually, I think, if you want to look at an advantage that a team like the Dodgers have over the rest of the league, I don't even think it's the amount of money they can spend. It's the amount of money that they can defer where you feel confident that they will have that revenue stream like 10 years down the line.
Their stadium's always packed.
That's what I'm saying.
Their relationship with their regional sports network is very strong, and they have a area, and they are in a huge market in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's guaranteed dough.
Right.
So you don't make
not to mention the Japanese market.
When you sign these type of deals and defer money, you're almost guaranteed. Am I going to get it back?
This is actually, I think, in a lot of ways more revealing about LA's market advantage. It's not even what you can spend now; it's what you can promise down the road.
At least for them.
Yeah.
At least for the Dodgers.
Because, I mean, like, I'll tell you right now, if I'm a player and, like, if the Guardians are promising me $700 million deferred money, get the hell out of here,
I would
man.
still
You're
take the
paying
money.
me now.
No, I would still take the money. Yeah, I would still take the money.
No, but I want it now.
Baseball is very lucrative.
I want it now, though. Like, if you're a type of franchise, the Rays, if the Rays are offering me $680 in deferred money, hell no.
I want that up front.
I want my money now.
I want that up front.
Athletics or the A's.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not even sure the Athletics will be around in 10 years.
Wait.
You're giving me the damn money now. I'm taking that money. Nothing
If
deferred.
the A's offered you'd be looking for the cameras. Like, is this a prank?
This is a product of, just baseball. So correct me if I'm wrong, but baseball doesn't really necessarily have a cap. They have these taxes that you get put on these organizations if you spend over a certain amount.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how this affects the cap. So if the deferred money helps you get under the cap or whatever, but also the Dodgers seem like a team that doesn't even care about going the tax.
Is it called the
Cohen tax or whatever?
The Cohen tax. Luxury tax in the NBA, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a luxury tax.
I forgot what the other one's called, what baseball calls it. But yeah, to stay under it, that's why guys are deferring money.
And they're not quite as punitive as the NBA.
Yeah.
The NBA, we've seen with the new CBA how punitive it is to get these deals done. And MLB just says, hey, if you do want to spend this money, you have to spend X amount.
Yeah, this ain't coming for them. If you wanted this to stop, this ain't coming from the player side.
Like, the deal that we make about Bobby Bonilla Day every year where he gets like his couple mil deferred to him, like that payment.
Like jokes.
This team is Bobby Bonilla Day. Like that's their entire salary structure now is Bobby Bonilla Day, but on the biggest, most powerful steroids possible.
Yes.
Like they have almost $1 billion in deferred money.
Any team that offers me money, like the big money, and asks me to defer, with the exception of a few, I'll take it. Baseball is very lucrative.
Yeah.
They have a lot of money. These owners are very rich.
Yes, they do.
Yes, but the Dodgers, I mean, they're basically are printing money, especially with Ohtani. What you said, I heard you, with the Japanese market. That is ridiculous. None of this happens without Ohtani.
Yeah, I mean,
you get Ohtani, you become one of the best teams in baseball. He defers a lot of money for you so you can sign everyone else at the same time. That's ridiculous.
Well, but here's the thing, too. When Ohtani defers that money, it gives you opportunity, but it also creates a certain amount of pressure and accountability. It's like, okay, I gave you a break.
Yeah.
Now you go equip me with a bunch of other players around me that can help me win a World Series right out of the gate because I spent all of my other major league time not even getting to the playoffs.
Yes, times 10 years. So imagine how much money. And didn't they have the report, Emily, how much they made off of Shohei this year?
Yes, they did have a report. Let me pull it up real quick.
And I thought it was low. You were going to print money with this guy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, look, forget Ohtani. Yamamoto would draw
You're
interest.
going to print money with him.
Right.
Yes.
Yamamoto himself, not at an Ohtani level, but Yamamoto would draw a pretty big interest from the Japanese market. Like, I remember when I used to cover the Dodgers in the mid-2000s, Takashi Saito, their closer. He was a very, very good closer, all-star a couple times. Like, and this is very common. He had Japanese media that was just assigned to him. And
right.
after every game, whether he pitched or not, they would go to Saito for comment because their beat was Saito. And you don't do that unless there is some degree of economy and interest that will drive readership.
So this is a report from November 9th of this year, after the Dodgers won the World Series, that the Dodgers have reportedly made $120 million in revenue as a direct result of Ohtani joining the team.
$120 million.
And that feels low.
And that's super low.
Well, I mean,
because they're still counting.
That is more than two.
Not enough time.
That's basically like 4/5 of the Snell contract.
That's what you can sign just about anybody you want. This does not happen without him. If I'm the Dodgers or any baseball team, I think you might like this job. I would send you out on like a safari. Just search every continent in the world for that continent's best baseball player.
See, if I was that guy,
and I would just bring him here.
I would just turn it into being sent all over the world to travel. Haven't found him yet.
That's what
Guess
I'm
you got to
saying.
send me to this other country.
Did they make a movie like The Air up there? I'd be looking for right. I'd be looking
movie
everywhere for anybody that could pitch, and then bring them to the Dodgers.
Besides of like the deferred money and getting Blake Snell, is he the right pitcher to get? Is he the
He's
right
a lefty.
option for that?
You just won the World Series, and now you dominate both sides of the plate.
And are you okay with not having Walker Buehler on this team because of that?
Talk about all that coming up next. Travis and DeMarco Show, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your real estate. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your real estate.
Cars for Kids accepts all kinds of real estate donations. Turn your challenging or unused property into a brighter future for kids and get a tax deduction for the full appraised value of your property. Visit carsforkids.org or call today. That's Cars for Kids Real Estate.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your real estate. Donate your real estate.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2024.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Hey, it's Travis here for Prize Picks. You know Prize Picks by now, right? Pick more, pick less. It really is that easy. Why not take what is some of the best times of the year? You got baseball, basketball, football, hockey, everything you can think of, and make it even better with Prize Picks. All you have to do is pick more or less. And right now, you can win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. There's a reason that Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy so that your lineups stay in play even if one of your favorite players gets injured. And if your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup alive. So why not join Prize Picks? It is the absolute best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users, including me, and sign up today. Put in that promo code 710 when you sign up, and you're going to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike. I have teamed up with Travis and DeMarco to tell you about personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand and his all-star legal team.
We've been talking about the law office of Joseph S. Normand for months, and they've helped listeners achieve maximum compensation that they deserve in an accident.
Getting into an accident can be scary and frustrating dealing with insurance companies. Let the Normand All-Star team handle it for you. Visit normandlegal.com or 213-747-2000.
The law offices of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Are you having the holiday horrors trying to figure out the perfect gift for everyone on your list? So many people, so few ideas. It's terrifying. But guess what? I have the perfect gift you can give everyone. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. That's right, hands-free Skechers slip-ins. They're the perfect gift for a mother, for a father, grandma, grandpa, for the kids, for a friend, for a coworker, and for your boss who you're hoping gives you that big holiday bonus. For everybody. Because Skechers slip-ins don't cost a ton of money. They last a long time and people will appreciate them forever. Every time they slip your gift on, they will smile. And why are they smiling? Because with Skechers slip-ins, they'll never have to touch their shoes again. Just step into them and they're on. With no bending down, no retying the laces, and you are good to go. And they're so easy to give. No more wandering the store, no more scrolling online wondering what to get people. Give the newest thing, the most convenient change in footwear that's ever been. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Find Skechers slip-ins for the holidays at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Travis and DeMarco Show, Andy Kamenetsky in for Travis, 877-710 ESPN, 877-3776. If you want to weigh in on Blake Snell, the newest Dodger. This news broke yesterday. Lefty. They now
people are calling Kevin Durant because he was at the Padres and the Giants, and now is at the Dodgers.
They're calling him Kevin Durant. People are creative. That's awesome.
I mean,
you should be mad.
Everybody's so creative.
You should hate hearing that name right now as much as I do. Kevin Durant. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into
Oh my God.
We'll get into last
What
night.
are they
The Lakers.
doing? Okay,
Lakers
anyway.
lose by 27 last night in Phoenix.
Say it right. They got smashed in the second half.
The odds of repeating as Cup champions just got incredibly low after that loss.
I can't believe it.
It just
I
got.
love the faux outrage.
Well, the only reason I really care about the Cup piece of it is these are regular season games.
They matter for playoffs.
Right.
Yeah. You could care about the Cup.
I don't care.
Maybe
don't
they won't
care
have to
about them
play 2
repeating.
extra games, though.
We're all with you, AK.
One extra game.
Yes.
I thought it was 2. Okay, yeah,
I
you're
think
right.
it's one extra game. One way or another, these are regular season games other than the Cup final.
The one extra is the final. Yeah. Okay.
So they're going to be playing these games regardless. These are regular season. Like the semifinal one against the Pelicans last year, that counted towards their 82 games.
10-7, right?
They are 10-7.
Weren't they 10-7 at this time last year? Come on, Pelican. Weren't they 10-7 last year?
They were 10-7.
What happened to my joy? What happened to all this good feeling?
Well, back-to-back second half collapses where you lose by 20 plus. That'll rob you of some joy. What am I seeing right now for Tony and Santa Clarita?
Yeah, we got Tony and Santa Clarita on 1.
Magic Mountain.
Hey, Tony.
Tony, what you want there, Tony? Hey, Tony.
Hey, you know, the Dodgers are only having to do like $20 million out of pocket to pay Ohtani, because if you invest like $17 or $18 million now, you'll end up with $70 million in 10 years at just barely like a 14% interest rate. And that's easily done in the stock market. Since the stock market doubles like every 4 or 5 years, that's an easy one. I think what Guggenheim is trying to do is just promote themselves as a retirement annuity to all these athletes, not just baseball, football, basketball, like movie stars, anybody. Guggenheim is saying, bring your paycheck to us, and we'll multiply it. In 10 years, you'll have a ton more money. It's just a way to advertise their business.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
Okay, this is
Can
interesting.
I get a credit card?
Tony, is this a comment like? Are you responding to when I was talking about before, like joking about it being a Ponzi scheme? Like, what are they doing? Like, are you actually explaining this?
Yes.
It's not a Ponzi scheme at all.
Well, I know it's not
really
a Ponzi scheme.
The stock market doubles every 5 years. That means you put $20 million now, and you'll have like $80 million in 10 years.
Interesting. So essentially, they're running this like like a commodity.
You seem to upset a CPA. I like this.
No.
Yeah.
This is
They're actually helping all the other owners in the league by telling them, you tell your players to come to us and we'll help them. As like a way to promote themselves.
Okay, well, there's the Ponzi scheme part.
The whole league.
It's for the other owners. I appreciate the call.
Thank
there,
you,
Tony.
That's how a CPA cusses you out.
That's a really interesting way, though, of looking
But actually,
that's how a
I know.
CPA says you don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, look, it's not my fault. I don't know anything about economics.
Well, you said Ponzi scheme. See what you get.
It feels like a Ponzi scheme.
It's not
You're
a Ponzi
deferring
scheme.
$1 billion
See?
like that.
There's two more
Out in
on
the
line.
open.
I can't wait for this.
It
It's gonna
feels
be
like
good.
a Ponzi scheme.
You got cussed out.
CPA style.
You know what? As long as Tony did it as politely as he did, he can cuss me out. I don't care. Hector in Anaheim, you're on Travis and DeMarco. What's up, man?
Hey, guys. Love the show.
Thank you.
Try to listen to you guys every morning when I work from home. It's great to have the YouTube stream. I just wanted to talk about how, as Dodgers
have an
fans,
app,
this feels
dog.
like what's that?
That was Jorge.
We
Go
have an
ahead.
app.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh. No, I just want to talk about how the last 15, 20 years, we went through a lot with Frank Mccourt. And I think as Dodger fans, we have to remind ourselves that these signings are special with Blake Snell, with Yamamoto, with Ohtani and all that. But we went through a lot, especially those that did not just jump over the bandwagon in 2024.
Oh.
I mean, there was moments where we were just signing Garrett Anderson. We were trading for Jim Thome. It was really weird signings. And now you have Blake Snell. You have, as I mentioned, like the other free agents. I think it's special.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Now
it's great to see that.
You're a smarter basebalt team, and you have
Appreciate the
unlimited
call,
funds. Was it that bad with the Yorks? I guess so.
People stopped going to games, and that is a huge indication of that's like doomsday for the Dodgers.
Well, I mean, that's ultimately what it took for baseball to get involved. It wasn't just the fact that McCourt was a bad owner.
McCourt. Did I say Yorks? McCourt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Seemed like, to be honest, kind of a bad person.
Yeah.
It was the money. Like, I think the parking lot incident where the Giants fan was beaten very, very badly.
Oh, my God.
Like
I do remember
that played a role
Okay.
as well because that was incredibly bad publicity.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's the money. Like in the same way when Donald Sterling got removed from the Clippers, the big thing wasn't even the racism or, the misogyny and all, because all of that stuff we knew about Donald Sterling anyway. And frankly, he did a lot worse than that recording. He did a lot more objectionable. The problem is it was going to start affecting sponsorships. And that starts affecting the money.
Cost you money.
And that's when an owner gets bounced.
Okay,
whether
so
you're talking about Sterling or McCourt.
Yeah, you
And
were
Dan Snyder.
You were embarrassed to be a
same
Dodgers
thing.
fan. Okay. It was embarrassing to be a Dodgers fan.
For a brief period, it was embarrassing. Patrick in Rosemead, you're on Travis and DeMarco. What's up, Patrick?
Gentlemen, good morning and pre-happy Thanksgiving. And what a great signing for coming up to Thanksgiving. Here's the thing. I don't care if the other teams can't put up the money to get the players to come to L.A. because we Dodgers have always gotten great players like this. Remember, even like Ohtani, when we got Ohtani, we got Hideo Nobo, Chan-Ho Park, Fernando Valenzuela. But now money talks, and we got it, and people can't put up. That's their tough luck. The Angels had Ohtani for years, and they didn't do anything with him. We're cashing in. We're winning championships because that's what all fans is about. If people are jealous, tough luck.
You know what you sound like? You sound like a dude that hit the lottery. Like all of a sudden you are just super rich now.
But he is right, though. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe these other owners can't do it at the exact high scale of the Dodgers, but they could do it closer.
Okay, just between me and you, I think you're overestimating most of baseball if you think they can do this.
I think they could come closer than they do.
This is a top 1% issue.
Well, but
and this is the top of the 1%.
Basically, all the teams that are in on Juan Soto could do this.
Right. I mean, look.
How many is that? 3?
Like 6 teams.
Somebody's always going to be.
Wait, hold on. Name them.
Sox.
Yep.
Yankees.
Yep.
Cubs.
Cubs have dough. You're right.
Dodgers.
Angels.
Toronto Blue Jays. Angels could, yeah. And I think there's another team that's involved.
You say Mets?
Mets, yeah.
Mets. Okay, 7.
I mean,
that
look,
works.
Someone's always going to be at the top, and that's often dictated by market. And unless you're going to eliminate LA as a market in order to try to even out these advantages, someone's going to be at the top. Again, I'm not saying every team could get the exact same payroll as the Dodgers, exact same roster. I'm saying they're not as prohibited from spending as I think a lot of them.
And it doesn't guarantee championships.
No, but all those teams that you just mentioned are guaranteed sellouts no matter what, every year.
Yeah.
That's like the blue blood of baseball there.
But it's cyclical, though. I mean, some of the reason that they are guaranteed sellouts is because their team continually spends and puts a good product on the field.
Right.
So you become invested. Like it pays for itself. I mean,
yes,
the fans want to see this.
And no, there's no guarantee they're going to win a championship. No, baseball is funny, right? But
yeah, I mean, last year it was the Rangers and the Diamondbacks.
But if I could pay for always being in contention, that puts you ahead of 90% of baseball.
Well, okay. Case in point to what Emily was saying about how it doesn't guarantee a championship or it doesn't guarantee you the feeling of a championship.
Nope.
Heading into this year's playoffs, there was a ton of pessimism among Dodger fans. Why? Because
Travis.
You
heard that too? You could have just said Travis.
Well, there's pessimism from Mace. There was pessimism from a bunch of people that frankly don't deserve Dave Roberts.
We were at the parade and somebody said, "Travis, you are the voice of my anxiety," and Travis loved it. So
here's what's funny about Travis. Travis may be the biggest baseball fan at this station.
He lives and dies with it, doesn't he?
He's not built for baseball.
What do you mean he's not built for baseball?
Is not
he's still
built
alive, ain't he?
He is not built for 162 games of...
He's not romantic about it.
Right. No.
I think he's perfect. I think he is baseball.
He's not built to ride the wave. It's too long of a season for Travis, where players can only control so much. It's not a sport where Mahomes can control the action or LeBron control the action. Like, it's an individual sport masquerading as a team sport, and there's only so much a player can control the outcome. But he loves the game, though. He does love it, but he's not built for it.
So, life in prison or you can't watch baseball anymore. Which one do you think he'd pick?
Ooh.
Right.
Well,
see?
Travis is really not built for prison.
Life in prison, watch all the baseball you want, or... never watch baseball again and be free.
Choose never watch baseball.
Actually, the worst thing for Travis might be life in prison, where he can only watch baseball.
You're right.
Only watch Angels baseball.
Like, that's his solitary.
Only watch Angels baseball.
He can only watch Angels baseball.
Oh my God, what a sentence!
Coming up next, Far Side, Travis and DeMarco Show, 710 ESPN and.
Hey, pick your Yes, this is me, dude. Hold on a second. This is D-Far, not AK. Pick your perfect combination. My glasses on at Pechanga Resort and Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. Hey, why get yourself stuck in traffic when you don't have to? Be at the best casino resort in Southern California in less than 1 hour. Pechanga gives all guests the amenities they expect of a world-class resort, exceptional entertainment, dining, spa, golf, and let's not forget round-the-clock gaming excitement. The casino floor is super huge. 1,100 hotel rooms and suites. 1,100. Think about it. That's a lot of people. What do you call those things? Bridal parties.
Bridal showers?
Bridal showers and bachelor parties. This is your joint. Spa, golf course, 20 bars, restaurants, and so much more make Pechanga Resort Casino one of the largest resort casinos in the country. Come see why readers of Newsweek and USA Today voted Pechanga Resort Casino the best casino outside of Las Vegas. So whether your idea of kicking it is, hanging out poolside, that's what I love to do, or putting a great bet on blackjack, I think that might be AK. Kind of.
Texas Hold'em.
Oh, excited. Visit Pechanga.com for more excitement or call this number, 888-PECHANGA, to book a reservation or for more information. Also, follow them on Instagram at Pechanga Casino for up-to-the-minute news and information.
And the world champs just won't stop getting better. The breaking news from last night. Giants pitcher Blake Snell is now a Dodger. A 5-year, $182 million deal to complete what could be the best rotation in baseball. We're talking about it all day on your home for real Dodgers talk. 710 ESPN.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations.
Lakers fans, you can feel the courtside experience from the comfort of your home. Follow the Lakers on Instagram and get exclusive insider access to highlights with angles straight from the floor. On Lakers Instagram, see your favorite players and find out what happens behind the scenes through Instagram stories. Stay locked in throughout the season. Don't miss any of the action and follow the Lakers on Instagram now. Let's go Lake Show.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Fathers Rights Attorneys.
My name is Luke Bryan. Country music is my life, and I want to share it with y'all.
It's All Country is now streaming on Hulu.
And with the help of Luke Combs, Kane Brown, Lady A, Winona Judd, Sheryl Crow, and Mickey Guyton, we're going to explore everything country.
You couldn't ask for anything more than that.
When everybody brings their story, it really becomes something special. That is the beautiful side of country music.
In the end, it's all country.
It's All Country. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas you've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far
Let's
side.
Go.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
You looked at me funny when I said I jumped in the ocean. Do you know the origin of that story or that little soundbite? Okay, I took the whole thing when I should have taken just like 10 milligrams, and it was not good. So the only thing that made me feel better was jumping in the ocean. For some reason, it just grounded me. But before that, I was Jim Morrison.
Was the whole thing 20 milligrams?
100.
100?
Yeah. McAfee did it. McAfee did the same thing on TV in Ireland.
You're not talking the whole gummy. You're talking the whole pouch.
I'm talking the whole thing. It's supposed to be sectioned off. Yeah, It was stupid. It was dumb. It was and the only
thing.
Was
it chocolate or was it a brownie?
No, it was a gummy.
Oh.
Yeah, like a gummy bear. It tasted good. That was the bad thing. It made it too good.
That's a lot,
bro. The only thing that brought me back was being in the ocean, and I did not want to get out.
Just the cold water got you back to reality.
It just shocked me. I don't know. It was weird. I have friends that are surfers. Do you have any friends that are surfers?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they refuse to turn their back on the ocean?
I don't know.
Have you guys ever heard that before?
No.
Never.
Okay, so I have friends of mine that they surf every day, and when they come out of the ocean, they walk backwards because they will never turn their back on the ocean ever. They said the ocean will, the ocean will be offended. Do they
always have like their like east and west coordinates so that they never, even if you're in their own home, turn their back?
No idea, but just to see him walking backwards, it's a bunch of them that do it, and they're older guys, and this is all they've done for years. They're like, what do you call that? They're construction guys. What do you call them? Contractors.
We should ask Clapper because he's an avid surfer.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I think I did, and he understood. And he said, if the ocean wants you, it will take you. And I'm like, all this stuff. And it made me afraid to go in the ocean.
Well, some of those guys are also consistently 5 to 10 milligrams in themselves.
That could be a problem, too.
That is
just
part
saying,
of the explanation.
That could have been an issue. All right, so we were talking about Curtis Conway.
Yes.
Do you guys know who Curtis Conway is? He's a Southern California football legend. One of the best high school players this state has ever produced.
Went to USC, dominated.
So I played him. I'm from the North. In the North-South Shrine game, it's a big deal, at least it used to be for high school football. The North playing the South. So we would have to come down here and play in Angel Stadium. So Curtis Conway was their quarterback, and I had never seen
Curtis Conway was the quarterback.
He was the quarterback. That's what I'm saying. When you said his name,
because he was a pro receiver.
Yes, super
and
fast.
A college receiver.
Like low 4.3.
Yes,
40-yard dash,
incredibly fast,
and could do it in 1,000 different directions. So he played at Hawthorne High School. They were the ugliest looking uniforms I ever seen. It was just all brown, like it was bad. But he was so fast and so dominant, and they beat us in the game. So I go to Washington. He goes to SC. And I am terrified of this guy. Everybody from California is terrified of this guy. I am so glad USC misused him.
How did they misuse
They made him a receiver and a part-time, like a slash quarterback.
Do you think he could have been a pro quarterback?
Oh, my God. He was ahead of his time. If he was playing now, there'd be no question he's the quarterback.
Was he like, when you were saying like a slash court, was he like Cordell Stewart slash, like before slash?
Imagine slash, but super fast. Yeah, wow. So they would bring him in around the goal line, and you'd have to deal with that.
I did not know that Curtis Conway. I mean, maybe I knew and I forgot.
Yeah,
but I don't remembering that he had ever been a quarterback.
Super fast. So you know what I'm talking about. So how this relates to doing radio. So I'm doing radio here on 710 way back in the day, and Kevin Kiley is my co-host. Sure. And Kevin is a guy that will do anything for ratings. Like say stuff, do things. He is that guy. So we had Curtis in. I remember we were talking to Curtis. We're friends, so come in and do the show. And it just so happens he is married to Layla Ali.
Yeah.
Right. So if you know Kevin Kiley or his history, he has Emily, you would have loved him because he loves to antagonize women.
Yeah. Love when men do that.
That's what I'm saying. You would love this guy. So
by love you mean never work with him.
but if you had to, it would be one of these things. I mean, like he would just
my blood pressure would go real up high.
Yeah, he was the guy that said that women can't coach in the NFL. Like he stood behind that and went completely bonkers. And I think he got thrown off air up in Cleveland because of this. But anyway,
I'm pretty sure he's been thrown off air a few places.
A lot. He was almost thrown off here. So Curtis is here, Layla's there. And I just bait him a little bit, like I think Layla could kick your butt. And, of course, Kevin took the bait and started saying, I could kick her blankety blank blank. And I'm like, okay, this has gone beyond bit because her husband's sitting here. And, number one, I don't think she needs him with you. So it got scary for a hot minute.
For those who don't know, Layla Ali is a boxer.
Yes.
Like her dad.
Muhammad Ali's daughter.
Right.
She can fight.
Yes. She knows what she's doing.
And she's not small.
No.
Yeah. And Kevin was not young. This would have been bad. So it was just like, wow. And I didn't know how to diffuse it. Maybe I should have brined it a little bit more.
I'm trying to get out of the brining thing.
I'm trying to get out of the brining.
There's a certain window with which you have to start the brining process or else you don't have enough time. I have been very consciously, since my wife brought up the question of whether or not we're going to brine, I have not been bringing this up at all with the hope of we're going to reach the window where we can't do it.
He's trying to run out the clock.
I am trying to run out the clock on the brining.
I think we all understand
it's
running out the clock. It is a pain in the butt.
Why is it such a pain in the ass?
Because
have you brined before?
I've never done a turkey
I have never done it. So why it just seems like you're putting salt on it.
So you know how big a turkey is?
Yes, very big.
Let's say 20 pounds.
Sure.
Average,
something
right?
like that, yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to put it in? Something that big.
Yeah.
So that's part of the pain in the butt.
Yeah,
you got to find something.
You also have to, I believe,
So you're looking for something that takes 5 minutes. Great.
No. But you have to, it sits there overnight. You have to, change the water out a lot.
Change the water.
Otherwise, I think it gets too
in this
salty.
Big bucket.
Yeah.
You have
drain,
to keep... Right.
You put the water in, drain.
Right.
They also, too, they have these things called brining bags, which, based off my experience, highly do not recommend doing. Total mess. I remember... By the end of our brining experience, our kitchen floor was just covered in salt water.
Yes.
It was disgusting.
But that's the point, though, AK. We got to do this. I mean, when are you supposed to make a mess around your family and have stories? This is what life is. We make stories. Remember when Dad tried to brine the turkey and he flooded the downstairs? That stuff.
Remember when my dad, one Christmas Eve, we'd have big dinners. He did not have our food on the table until 11 at night.
Wow.
Because he was taking too long to make. He made prime rib, which, thank you, Dad, it was lovely, but it was 11 o'clock at night.
Yes, but you'll never forget
Does
it,
this
right?
still
Yes.
warm the hearts of the Hebel family when this gets brought up?
We make fun of my dad about it all the time, but he was like, but it was really good. And we were like, yeah, it was really good.
Okay,
Thanks,
we're
Dad.
brining.
Okay.
We're going to brine. We're brining. That's it.
What's the process? How long are you supposed to brine it
It's
for?
like 24 hours.
Oh,
right.
Dang.
Yeah, so we're still in the window. It's like not even 10 o'clock.
Emily, you need me to stay after, right? Correct?
Nah,
like,
look
for
at
like
you.
4 or 5 hours.
We have to.
Yeah,
record
you actually had
something.
to record
Yes.
a Lakers talk for 2 weeks.
Jorge.
I got to do some liners.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta do
exactly.
Travis's
Jorge,
liners.
how dare you? You can't be the wingman on this.
Why not?
You cannot be the wingman on this. He must do
got
this
it.
for
Yeah,
his
do
family.
your Lakers talk daily.
Yeah,
Or
he's my guy. Come on.
Oh, look at
Locked
that.
on Lakers. Locked on Lakers.
Oh, my
Locked on-
God. you
5 days a
terrible
week,
people.
everywhere you get your podcasts, always free, never behind a paywall. And for the sickos who like to watch, there is a YouTube.
And how long is it
Bro,
typically?
you do that really good.
Typically about
5
5,
hours?
6 hours for a half-hour show. Yes,
Do it
takes.
again.
Locked on Lakers 5 days a week, everywhere you get your podcast, Monday through Friday, always free, never behind a paywall. And for the sickos who like to watch, there is a YouTube.
Do you know you do the Fernando thing? You look straight up in the sky when you do that. He does.
He's just like Fernando.
He's Fernando. That's your screwball.
No,
look
this
at
is,
you.
This is me looking up in the sky, trying to come up with ways to get out of brining.
Love it. No, we're brining.
All right, speaking of the Lakers.
What's your wife's name?
Anna.
Anna, we're brining. Get the brine stuff. Come on.
Problem is, I don't even know if
Bucket
there's
and a couple bags.
There you go.
Salt,
See, you can
done
do
deal,
it.
man.
But does it make a difference to the taste of the turkey?
I don't know. That's the thing. I honestly don't know.
Are we wasting time or no? Can somebody please help us and
I
tell
think
us
so
this?
because look, I know my mom doesn't do that.
Yeah.
And we put gravy all over it, and it's just great.
See,
with the
we
gravy on
are
top.
rocking the gravy.
So-
Maybe we're gravy people.
Yeah.
We do use a gravy.
A lot of gravy.
We do absolutely
Okay,
use a
maybe
gravy.
that's
Maybe
it.
you're just wasting 24 hours.
I think we
brining
are.
this.
See, we could, but that's the memory.
I'm
that's what
literally
we're
calling my
building.
dad right now to see what he thinks.
Dude, good. I want Papa
Yes.
Hebel's take
Wait
on
a
this.
minute. He served dinner at 11. What do
Right.
I don't want to know.
Speaking of methodologies like brining, the Lakers need to address the methodology, which is their defensive
And
scheme,
stop
because
sucking.
it is not working. Get into that coming up next. Travis and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
I share my office. But no matter what kind of office you have, if you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast. So, for any kind of office,
I'm really going places in my office.
count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
This is the Rams Report. Here's Travis Rogers.
A rough Week 12 for the Los Angeles Rams as they fall to the Philadelphia Eagles 37-20 at SoFi Stadium in a Sunday night blowout. Saquon Barkley absolutely putting on a show for the Philadelphia Eagles. Not one, but two different touchdown runs going over 70 yards. He finishes with a career-best 255 yards on 26 carries. That is also a Philadelphia Eagles single-game record on the ground. Jalen Hurts, 15 out of 22, 179 yards and a touchdown. The Rams really never able to get anything going consistently offensively, including Kyren Williams, who put the ball on the ground twice, including one on the opening drive that ultimately led to a Philadelphia Eagles field goal. Up next for the Rams on the road in the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints. With today's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
That's today's Rams Report on your home of Rams football. 710 ESPN.
Hey, football fans, what's better than cheering on your team with an ice-cold glass of Stella Rosa in hand? How about scoring the ultimate experience at the biggest college football game of...
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
We're getting brining like tips from Emily's dad and mom. Where are they? They're on a boat?
So they're on the way to get to Hatteras and Outer Banks. So if you guys have
What
never
is
been to
that?
the Outer Banks, it's a series of islands off the coast of North Carolina.
Yeah.
And it's
a popular TV show.
It is a popular TV show on Netflix. But when you drive to the Outer Banks, you're basically like ocean to your right in about 5 feet, the bay to your right in about 5 feet, and there's like one strip of land that you're getting there. So it's like it gets hit by hurricanes all the time. Will probably not exist in 10 years, but it's a popular
Why are they
destination.
there? Just to hang out?
So, long story. Also, a reason I'm not on Thanksgiving this year is because they're going to go to the Outer Banks, which is hard to get to because my dad's side of the family really, really loves the Outer Banks and would like to. They asked nicely, could we do Thanksgiving at the rental house in Outer Banks? And so my family was not necessarily on board with that, but we went along with it. So my cousin is a fisherman out there. And my aunts and uncles love to visit there. So that's why it's in Outer Banks and why I'm in Los Angeles.
Well, because all I could hear your mom on speaker.
Being stressed out.
Well, I heard the word Hatteras, but her tone of voice was very unhappy. We're on the way to Hatteras.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're on the way to Hatteras. Stop calling me. We
said
can't get the
haggis.
service. Why are you asking your dad this information about the brining?
Is he going to send the info, though?
Yeah, Mama Hebel was not in the mood to play along. She was very unhappy.
But we can dry brine. We can dry brine in the 26 hours that we have. So
Okay.
we're going to get some info.
And my dad does big turkeys, and they're always really good. And they're always very moist.
AK,
like,
we're going to do this.
All right.
This is a memory. We're going to create
I
this
don't
memory.
the dry brining I'm fine with. I don't the wet brining at least maybe I just had a bad
And he never
experience.
wet
with
brines.
Scarred.
He never wet brines. Okay. I hear it's
okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be not good anyway.
Okay.
So dry brining we might be in. We'll try something new. If it doesn't work, we got a scapegoat.
So how many people at your house for Thanksgiving, DeMarco?
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people.
Full house.
Yeah.
10 at ours.
At 10?
Yeah.
10.
Nice.
Yep.
The family that's going to be in Outer Banks, probably like 12, 13,
nice.
14.
Okay.
But they're already at each other's throats. So, again,
that's
the reason why I'm there.
What is the primary source of conflict?
They're related.
The election, old history in the past. So a couple days ago, they were trying to play cards, a card game, and the cousin that is a fisherman on the Outer Banks said to my aunt, was like, "Oh, you don't want to play this game just because you're bad at it." And then she storms out.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
How do you and your brother get along?
Fine.
For Thanksgiving?
Fine.
Me and my sisters get along.
You guys agree on everything?
I mean, there's nothing to agree on. The menu's up to us.
Yeah.
Like to me and my wife. I mean, I think maybe my wife and my sister-in-law go over a little bit of stuff, but it's mostly just what are you bringing? So there's nothing to fight about. It's up to us.
Not the food. I'm just talking about like when you guys have conversation.
I mean, look, man, we're both busy.
We talk 5 days a week.
We don't.
This is true. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
well, it's part of the Locked On Lakers podcast.
I knew it was coming.
5 days a week. Everywhere you get your podcast. Always free, never behind a paywall. And for the sickos who like to watch, there is a YouTube component.
You can't even stop halfway.
We have too much stuff going on, honestly, individually in our lives to really fight. Like we don't. There's
not
time for
fight. Just what do you guys talk about?
It.
Like together? Are you agree? Do you agree on everything? You're almost set him up again. Yes.
I'm not even sure that we have that many casual conversations.
Just
anymore.
about the Lakers?
Work, kids.
Most of the time that we are talking, it is related to work in one way or the other, because the rest of our time is occupied by the stuff we have to get done on any given day. We don't have to have conversations.
That's a great point. You're right.
Like, it's nice if we do, but both of our daily lives will go on without us having casual conversations.
You know, that's funny. My family, I never really have a difference of opinion. It's like we all think about the same stuff. So, because like you said, we're all busy.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to waste time arguing with
the
this.
reason you fight when you're younger with your siblings is A, you're less mature, but B, when you're a kid, you got way more free time.
This is true.
And you're around them all the time.
Right, you're around them all the time. You have no responsibilities. You got nothing to do other than fight.
This is true. Yeah, except football.
Meaning?
Just my brothers. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing. Whenever football comes up, something's going to happen. Yeah, so it's crazy. So anyway, yeah.
Okay, been stalling long enough. We
For
have
what?
To, well, acknowledge the Lakers last night. 127-100 loss to the Suns. The second half, particularly the third quarter, absolute disaster. They get outscored 36-18, and it's not even the expected, all right, Phoenix's big three is back, Durant, Booker, Beal. That's where they're going to get killed.
Yeah.
It's Yusef Nurkic
Oh, my
scoring 10 points.
You had
in the
no
third
answer.
quarter.
No answer.
No.
None.
Well,
Zero.
The Lakers defense, whether it's because they're getting manipulated or I think they switch too much and therefore allow themselves to get manipulated, you've got Yusef Nurkic at the rim getting spoon-fed for easy baskets with, like, Cam Reddish guarding him, with Austin Reeves guarding him, like
Anybody
smaller
that
guys.
was with him. Yeah, I know. That's ridiculous.
The defense right now for the Lakers is an absolute mess, and it's put them at a point where they are a very good offense, but they have to be damn near perfect to offset the defensive problems they have right now.
Wouldn't you just go all in scoring then? You're not going to stop it. Even when you play great defense, you're probably not stopping people.
They may have to.
I would just put my foot on the gas and say, we're just going to outscore you.
Well, this was something that actually came up in the postgame yesterday. Dalton Knecht, who has moved to the bench the last couple of games since Rui Hachimura came back. The team has not looked great. Knecht has not looked as good.
They haven't won since he went to the bench.
Right. And look, some of this is quality of competition. They've played harder games since Dalton Knecht.
Orlando, Denver, and now the Suns.
Right.
Okay.
Orlando, Rui wasn't there. Is the last two games that Rui was actually available. But, they've played harder teams, but Knecht hasn't looked as good. The team hasn't looked as good. The defense in the starting unit hasn't been any better. The reserves haven't been particularly better since Knecht's been a part of that second unit.
Yeah.
So J.J. Redick was asked about this, and he acknowledged that Knecht may not be finding a comfort zone coming off the bench in the same way they did as a starter. So I think that is going to be something under advisement. I think there's a lot right now for Redick, which he acknowledged afterwards, that we have to look at as a coaching staff, both sides of the ball.
Sometimes it's funny. I hate when people are like, what do you call that? Armchair quarterbacks and the armchair GMs. But come on, man.
You mean Jackass is hosting a podcast talking about the Lakers?
No, not that. Not that. It's like it's hard to disagree with coaching. He knows the team better than we do.
Sure.
But it just seems to me, from my eye, that this team is better offensively, especially early with Knecht on the floor as a starter. Because I do remember going crazy about Darvin Ham last year, like not playing your best lineup.
Right.
Okay, so right now it seems like, to me, your best lineup includes Knecht on the floor.
Well, this is an interesting question, though, because how you are defining best can go a bunch of different ways. Are you talking about, like, your most explosive lineup?
Better offensively.
Right. If you're defining it that way, then, yeah, you want Dalton Knecht in the starting five because he's clearly one of your five best offensive
But you're saying
players.
that's not the problem,
Well,
and I agree. Scoring is not the issue.
It depends, again, on how you're defining it. If you're talking about the most balanced lineup, where you might give yourself the best possible chance of defending at all, then you can make the argument for Reddish in the starting lineup. You can make the argument for Rui there because you have more size.
Then, no. I would say I don't think you have a prayer defensively without a trade, so forget it.
It's
hammer down and go.
Well, that may be what I could picture JJ ultimately deciding is, look, like, we are imperfect and flawed no matter how we go about doing this. Let's find the best flawed version of ourselves.
Yeah, because you're going to waste time trying to make this a better defensive club.
Right.
Time you don't have, because you're trying to get to the trade deadline. You're going to have to put your hammer down and just outscore people. Trying to make this a better defensive team ain't going to happen.
Well, you're trying to get to a series of calendar points. December 15th is where some players start becoming trade eligible. Like, for example, Jonas Valanciunas has been linked to the Lakers a lot in trade rumors. He becomes eligible on December 15th. There are other guys that I believe it's January 15th that become trade eligible depending on when they sign their contract. And then, as you said, there's the trade deadline. Rob Pelinka had said that he wanted to look at the team after like 20 to 30 games to decide what moves he wanted to make. That's somewhere between December 15th and January
20
15th.
to 30, and you're 10 and 17.
10 and 7.
If you're a good, smart basketball man with any sort of eyes, you already know the answer.
Well, look, a lot of what he knew was available to him last year. It's basically the same team.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Knecht in for Prince, and Prince is a better defender, Dalton Knecht is a more explosive scorer, it's the same team. Even some of the same guys from last year are hurt. Jared Vanderbilt is hurt. He was hurt most of last year. Christian Wood is hurt now. He was hurt half of last year. It is basically the same team. So a lot of what a lot of what Rob Pelinka would theoretically need to figure out.
He already knows. Yeah.
He should know a lot of it.
Well, it's about timing because of what you're going to trade. And I don't want to give up picks anymore. I don't want to keep mortgaging the future because this is a never-ending cycle if you do.
Well, that is one of the things Rob Pelinka is weighing.
I know.
Is how close are the Lakers with moves? Like foundation. How close is the foundation?
So that's what I mean. Philosophically, trying to make this team more defensive ain't going to happen unless you can make AD tougher.
Well, I mean, AD's the one guy defensively you can't complain about.
Yeah, but just more physical because I think that's what JJ was talking about with the joystick. I think we kind of, when Travis, we kind of like said that might be who he's talking to. But I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm inclined to think he's talking about more other guys than AD.
Okay, fair enough. But either way,
because the physicality was actually brought up by Austin Reeves first. It wasn't brought up by Redick.
But you're trying to make them more physical, more defensive, and I think that's like trying to change an orange into an apple. So what you can do is just go.
Well, what they really need are two-way players. Like the only two-way player on this team is Anthony Davis. Like everybody else, like right now, LeBron at this stage of his career, he is a negative defender. Like, he is a minus defender.
He's a turnover machine, too.
He has lately been a turnover machine.
Yes.
Austin Reeves sometimes can be slightly net positive. He's often somewhere between neutral and negative. Rui is closer to negative than even neutral. D'Angelo Russell is closer to negative than neutral. Dalton Knecht is a negative defender. You get to some of the plus guys that they have, Max Christie, Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
They are negative offensive guys. J.J. Redick is trying to find, I think, balance right now in his lineups, but the problem is it's hard to be balanced when you still have that many guys that are just one side of the ball.
They've been trying to balance the force since the 70s. Maybe it's impossible to balance this team. That's maybe.
Okay.
What is Rui? What is his role? What do you think he's in there for?
He is in there to score. He's in there for athleticism, size mismatches, hopefully some more rebounding.
How in the heck does he come away from a game with one rebound?
Because he didn't do enough. It's inexcusable. I mean, there's no way around.
That doesn't make sense. And what do you think of Phoenix when they're cooking? And what would you do if Phoenix was cooking? If you just can't stop them, what would you do? You'd have to rough it up a little, right?
What would I change about the Lakers against a team like Phoenix? Get into that next. And also, could we, the royal we, change about the All-Star game for the NBA? Because that is a topic of conversation lately. Travis and DeMarco show. Travis and DeMarco show.
Brining.
710 ESPN. The brining's on my mind.
And the world champs just won't stop getting better. The breaking news from last night.
Play at Hollywood Park Casino. Listen to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack. VIP tailgate passes plus game day tickets. Listen to your cue to call and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Park, party, and play with me at Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older to enter.
Los Angeles, your Rams will be back home on Sunday, December 8th as they take on the Buffalo Bills. All eyes will be on the Rams as Matthew Stafford will go head-to-head against Josh Allen and the Bills. The stage is set for an electric AFC-NFC matchup you don't want to miss. Grab your tickets today at therams.com/BUF. Again, that is therams.com/BUF to watch your Los Angeles Rams face off against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday, December 8th at SoFi Stadium. See you at the Rams house.
Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
With over 20 clinics in the greater LA area, Game Day Men's Health offers premium services like testosterone therapy, ED treatment, and more to optimize your health. Visit GameDayMen'sLA.com to schedule your complimentary testosterone test and consultation. Get back in the game with Game Day Men's Health.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
You never expect a game-ending double play, walk-off grand slam in the World Series, or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Travis with DeMarco and Evan Cohen.
Only one all-star team you can call to pinch hit for you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call this number, 213-747-2000.
Don't get struck out by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation that you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team hit it out of the park for you.
Gear up and get out to Kelsey's at Pachanga, the top spot in the Temecula Valley to watch all the Monday Night Football action. Dozens of TVs means all your favorite games, plus a M&F food menu fit for the greatest fans. Sliders, loaded tater tots, pulled pork pizza, and a lot more. Plus, you'll find beers on tap and incredible craft cocktails at Kelsey's. Visit Pachanga.com and follow at Pachanga Casino on Instagram for info about special and exclusive NFL team appearances. We'll see you at Kelsey's at Pachanga.
Max Bankman, I'm the new doctor. Welcome aboard the Odyssey.
ABC Thursdays.
This ship is heaven. We're tending to our passengers' dreams. I'm in.
From 911 executive producer Ryan Murphy comes a splashy new drama on a luxury cruise ship with Joshua Jackson and Don Johnson.
It's your job to keep everyone alive.
She's in VFib.
1, 2, 3. Clear.
I have a pulse.
You're going to be okay.
Dr. Odyssey. Thursdays, 9/8 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Emily Neal's 70-inch TV. Because after watching her second-grade students yell at each other for hours, there's nothing Emily enjoys more than watching super-rich housewives also yell at each other. Why? Because those women are not her responsibility. And that's why her TV is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Who's dropping out? What are they doing to my beloved sport? What are you doing to my beloved car? What are you doing to college football? You're ruining everything, but we'll get to that later.
You're in a mood.
Just saying. Why do we keep fixing stuff that ain't broke?
Well, people say that the All-Star game in the NBA is broke, and they're going through what is it now, Emily? The latest incarnation, like the latest potential fix.
Right. So they're they're strongly considering changing the All-Star game format to be a tournament style. That would pit groups of all-stars against one another, league sources confirmed to The Athletic. New concept would create 3 teams of 8 of the all-stars, and a 4th team coming from the winner of the Rising Star game. And the teams would face each other in a bracket competition to a set number of points. So, like, say to 25 points. First team to that, like pickup style.
First to 25.
Yeah.
Okay, that is helpful in and of itself.
Yeah,
because you're lowering the tax and the toll on your body. You're
one short bursts of excitement.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I might be interested. And the Young Bucks in there too? Come on.
It's closer to what might work. I'm not convinced this would work.
Yeah.
But it is at least closer in the sense that the 25-point limit first to that, I think, does make a difference.
I like it. It adds that street ball element. I mean, I'm sure they're going to still call fouls. That would be cool. Let them call their own fouls. Well, and mic them up. That would be awesome.
LeBron call it on every play.
But they let him get away with it. That's the thing. Okay. Foul. No, it ain't. You know, that's the stuff I'd love to hear.
See, I don't think they'll ever call foul in a way where they accept a foul. They'll call foul. They'll make it known you fouled me. but they're not going to accept anything.
Oh, people yell, that's a foul. No, it's not. That's the argument I want to hear.
Right, exactly.
Oh, my God, that would be fun. But, of course, they're going to officiate it, though.
What they need to do is make this competitive on some level in a way that the players care about it. You have to make it so the players care. Like the idea of winning the All-Star game does not matter to players.
Who won last year?
I don't know.
Who won the All-Star game last year?
I have no idea.
I gotta Google it. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. No one cares.
Look, and by the way, this is not just an NBA
Didn't
problem.
Tatum win the MVP because of the Kobe Bryant Award or something?
Maybe.
And it was, I think, no, that was the championship where he was like so mute. It was terrible.
I don't know. I mean, other than the recent All-Star game where it was played in Kobe's memory, very much outwardly dedicated to Kobe. They did the Elam rule. Nobody cares. And part of the reason they don't care is it's an invented game. Part of the reason they don't care is...
What do you mean invented game?
Like, it's just put out there to play. Like, there's no stakes to it.
I think they put it out there because I thought people like to watch the best of basketball play each other.
You used to...
But then now it's a circus now.
Well, it used to be something that gave fans an opportunity, gave players an opportunity to be seen, to showcase themselves. Like, this used to be why it mattered in baseball. It's why if the Pro Bowl ever mattered, same reason. Now you see these players too often. Like, it's too easy to see them now between, NFL package, social media, all these different things. Like, it's not the showcase that it used to be.
Yeah.
If you're a small market player, you don't need the All-Star game to introduce yourself to fans.
Yes, because of social media, we get to see Ja Morant.
Right.
Even though he plays
Right. In the NBA, all the All-Star game is right now for the players involved in it is a pain in the ass. It's something
Is it really?
Yes. It's something it gets in the way of your break.
It's an honor. It's still an honor to go down there.
Look, you were named one of the best. You can get named one of the best without actually playing in the game.
So for the veteran guys that have done it umpteenth times, I'm sure it's a pain in the butt. For somebody like Paolo Banchero, his first, I'm sure it was great. I'm an all-star, I'm playing.
Right.
So for the first 5 years, it's fun. Probably after that, it becomes a chore.
It also it doesn't serve the purpose for the players that it used to. And the reason the league won't abandon it is because there's money in their whole All-Star weekend. But if you need to find a format that will make the players care for whatever reason. Because if they care, they'll compete.
Let them call their own fouls then. That would be fun.
Well, something like the reason the three-point shooting contest, I think, still works.
The only thing I would actually watch, and maybe even pay money to see, that I think might work out, is a 1v1.
See, I think even then, though, it's still too potentially taxing. Like, maybe it works
1v1 to 7. That's not taxing. They can do that in their sleep.
Okay, 1v1 to 7?
Make it quick, make it fast, put the best players on the floor, and let's see what happens.
That is interesting.
That's something I would watch and I'd be interested in.
Although...
And I think it'd be safer, too.
Here's the potential downside to that format. Might be a little too competitive.
Or call them out. You put the All-Stars out there and you give one a basketball and he calls out who he wants.
You lose 7-0 in that format. People are going to remember. Like
Jason Tatum would do that.
Of course. Yeah.
Nobody remembers who won or lost All-Star games anymore, much less how you played in it. If you lose 7-0
in a 1v1,
you're a meme.
Oh yeah, your shoe sales go out the window. That's what I mean. It would be great. It would be awesome. Like,
that might be too good of a
imagine
fix,
LeBron. Imagine LeBron, right, as an all-star. He's got the ball in his hands, and there's everybody else is just lined up at half court, and he just walks out and rolls the ball to a certain guy. I want you.
Ooh.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Come on out here and defend me. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh, that would be
cool.
great.
That would, right.
I would watch theater.
Right. I would watch that any day of the week. Yes.
You need the theater.
Because does LeBron call out the biggest, baddest guy in the court, or does he call out a guy he knows he for sure can
calls
beat?
out Devin Booker?
Well, except Booker's going to make him
defend him.
No, LeBron's got the ball first though. First to 7. He's going to take him right to the paint and stay there.
Possibly.
Come on, that would be fun.
Or does he call out someone he has beef with, like a Dylan Brooks? Like, say, hey, Dylan Brooks, I want
Well, he's got to make an all-star game.
Yes, that would be predicated on that fact.
I wonder who Giannis would call out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But think if you're Giannis and you take out LeBron first.
That's
right out of the gate, you take out LeBron.
That's who I would go, and I would take his crown in front of the world.
This is an interesting format, what you're bringing up.
Yeah.
Again, I wonder if the potential embarrassment factor makes it too much for players to do?
I would bet, but that would make a lot of guys come out like, you would be really faced with yourself. Like, back up your talk now. Now it's one-on-one. You got hate for LeBron, there he is. Call him out. Or accept the challenge. Yeah.
That's really interesting. I mean, the bottom line is you have to find ways to make it competitive without guys ever having to worry about getting hurt.
But I think we're getting closer if you're playing the 21. That's quick.
Sure.
That's
I'm not
a
sure if
fast
that's
game.
the actual number, but it's something around that, like
Well, that makes
a
sense.
couple bursts.
I do like that. It would be better if they called their own fouls, but, I mean, a game to 21 or whatever with a referee, I mean, that could be like a free throw fest.
Ultimately, you have to find a way to make them want to compete. Like I was starting to say, the 3-point shooting contest.
Yeah.
The reason that I think that still works in the All-Star game is that it's entertaining and the players don't have to worry about getting hurt. So they can give their best while putting up these threes. The worst that's going to happen is you get a little bit tired, but you're not going to get hurt.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. And they care. Like the people competing in the 3-point contest, you can tell care.
Of course.
Right.
It's
the perfect setup because there's stakes without danger,
Who's
like
beating
physical
Steph?
danger.
Who's beating Steph, though? Who would you put for a 3-point contest
Right now?
Yeah, Steph and who?
Dame. I mean, Dame is
Dame
always
would be
good for
good.
something
that would
like
be
that.
awesome. Yeah.
If you're going to put Steph in, you want to put Clay in because they're now on
Clay,
opposing teams.
Trae Young.
Trae, you know what? People think Trae Young is a great 3-point shooter.
He can
He's not.
shoot.
He's not.
What do you mean?
He's not. He's like a 35% career 3-point shooter.
Let me look at that. Really?
Yeah, everyone thinks that he's a great 3-point shooter because his rookie year, he was putting up from 40 and he made a few of them. He's shooting like in the low 30s this year.
This year? But what about career?
Like 35. He's not a great 3-point shooter. Everyone thinks that he is. He will take crazy threes.
35.4 from beyond the arc in his career.
Yes, everyone thinks
I still would take that, though.
Everyone thinks he's great at it. He's not.
What do you call great?
Like high 30s, low 40s?
Low 40s?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
high 30s, mid 30s, I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad.
It's not. I didn't say he was bad.
Yeah.
I said he's not great.
Okay, but that's not horrible. Yeah, I mean,
but he's not a 3-point. He's more of like a trick 3-point shooting contest where, like, if it's maybe 38 and further, something like that, like feet out.
Oh, ridiculous long shot. Okay.
But, like, he's not a great 3-point shooter. I'd maybe put Dalton Connect in it. That could be fun.
He just got here.
So what?
He just got
People
here.
are interested in it.
You got to earn that.
It's
Come
a
on.
TV product.
You got to earn that. What if he won?
Earn it.
Earn it. That's out the window?
You don't have to earn. It's a 3-point contest. You don't have to earn this. Come on.
You got to earn that.
Earning.
You got to earn that right. Come on.
Out of here with earning it. All right, coming up next, Factor Cap. You have to earn your way into 3-point shooting contest. Travis DeMarco Show, 710 ESPN.
Mason and Ireland.
And there's a difference between the best show and the greatest show.
Oh, that's true. Okay. This is the greatest show on the radio.
Sure.
There you go.
The biggest show on the radio, weekdays at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
When you're hiring, ZipRecruiter's technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. What if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
It's here, the Roger Dunn Golf Shop's Black Friday sale event with special savings in every department. Save on select TaylorMade, Cobra, Callaway, and Ping clubs. Save 20% off select G4 shoes, apparel, and bags. And get the Titleist Holiday gift box of 2 dozen Pro V1 and Pro V1X balls for just $99. Don't miss the Black Friday sale happening this Friday through Monday. Roger Dunn Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, proudly serving golfers since 1965 and home of the legendary 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Get there.
Hey, it's Mace here. Wait until you experience the NBA at the hottest, most amazing venue in LA. That is Cosm in Inglewood. It's called Immersive Shared Reality. It will look and feel like you are courtside. If you want to be at Cosm for live NBA action, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Use code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA game in November. Do not wait. Tickets go fast. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Here in California, we are all about chill. From hitting the beach or going on your favorite hike to going all out and pulling for our teams to win another championship. No one is more chill than us. The one thing, though, that ties us all together, enjoying all that California has to offer with great friends and a cold Coors Light. Pick up icy cold Coors Light today or even get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
FX's grotesquerie.
This killer is someone who knows anatomy.
From executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Detective, you have an entire family murdered.
Niecy Nash Betts.
The monster is out here!
Courtney B. Vance.
God knows what darkness we let in.
And Travis Kelsey.
There's no future after this.
FX's grotesquerie. All new Wednesdays on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe.
Aloha. Annyeong. Hody, hody.
Hey, guys.
Karibu.
Say something.
Roar.
All
Roll that up.
All right. So, obviously, it's
Ahoy, ahoy.
Thanksgiving week, and it's a big time for people to be traveling. And one airline is trying to get out of this pesky issue of people boarding before their boarding group is called. So, say you're boarding and you're group 8, people are trying to get in group 1 or 2.
Oh, we got issues.
Just get in. So, American Airlines is instituting, when you scan your pass, it'll have a loud noise that happens if you are boarding in the group that is not being called right now.
I love it.
Basically, publicly shaming line skippers.
Love
so you're okay with line skippers being publicly shamed in this aspect. Andy, Factor Cap.
That's Andy.
I know. Sorry.
Fact is not even strong enough for me. Like, yes, 100%. I think it should be more than the loud noise. I think everybody should be required to turn and point at you.
Shame.
Yes.
Shame.
Yes.
Boo.
You
Shame.
should, it should be an like the entire airport should be put on alert that this happened.
If you want to get in group 1, pay for group 1.
Right. Yes. Fact, again, not strong enough for me.
DeMarco?
I am the crossing guard. I will ask to see your ticket when we line up, especially for Southwest. When you have to group up and that stuff, if it says A64, A whatever, I want to see an A, and you better be in that category, or I'm moving you.
Okay, I'm Emily, but my kids behind me, they're in a different group.
Okay,
Could they come with me?
Then if you ask, different story. But if you cut me, we got issues.
Okay.
And I will, if I'm in B or whatever, and you're up in the front, I still want to see your ticket.
Small children is always
okay.
a
My
real
boyfriend
thing.
wants to come with me in my group. Can he come with me in my group?
Who?
My boyfriend.
No.
Depend.
Your boyfriend's a grown-ass man.
No.
He should have worked this out.
No, with
or
that voice,
you better be
no.
a grown-ass man.
Try it again with a different voice.
Hey, can my boyfriend come and join with me in this group?
Still too high. Try again.
Hey, come on, my boyfriend.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Jorge.
Hey, my boyfriend. No, I'm just
Fact. I remember flying Southwest, just like Andy saying, and they let military and families with small children board first.
Yeah, great.
So I took advantage of that at the time, even though I was on Group 4 or 3, whatever it was. But fact,
you have small
they should get
kids.
shamed. Yeah,
you get the chance to go.
Yeah.
Plus,
no, it's actually better for everybody involved that you get your small kid boarded early.
Because it takes longer.
Yes.
No doubt. Yes.
And thank you for your service, veterans, active duty veterans.
Yes.
So we all love Thanksgiving food. It's great. It's one of the main reasons why we love Thanksgiving. But I know there's, for each of us, probably something that we just don't eat. That's always a part of the staple group of Thanksgiving food that we just refuse to eat because you don't like it. So there is something on the list, on the Thanksgiving table, that you will never eat. DeMarco, fact or cap?
Fact. I wouldn't know what ambrosia salad tastes like. I know what it looks like.
Is that the thing with a bunch of marshmallows?
There you go. I know what it looks like. I don't know what it tastes like.
That
I'm
is
not
white
it.
people food taken to like
See?
a brand new scale.
And I hate when they stand behind the food they made, and I have to I don't want that.
Taco
You know how much I hate that. Yeah.
Andy?
I texted, by the way, I don't know if we want this on or off, but I texted you my theory about.
Oh, you did with the light skin. You might be right there.
I think that's what it is.
You might be right there. No, it's just him, but go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? We make every year cranberry sauce. It's only for my dad. My dad is the only person who touches this thing.
Really?
Yeah, and he doesn't eat
cranberry.
that much of it. So every year, a perfectly good can of canned cranberry sauce essentially gets sacrificed so my dad can put like 1 or 2 spoonfuls on his plate. Nobody else touches it.
All right, Jorge?
Stuffing and whatever sweet potato stuff.
Stuffing? You don't like stuffing?
You don't like stuffing in yam?
Nah,
Wow, man, that's the biggest part. Oh, wow.
Nah, just turkey, ham. They make a macaroni salad, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah. Macaroni and cheese or mac salad?
Well, they make 2 different kinds. They make the mac and cheese and the mac salad.
Yeah, okay.
And then, it's just, I stay away from the stuffing and then whatever sweet potato stuff.
That is 2 first. I've never heard someone say they don't like cranberry, and I've never heard someone say they don't like stuffing at Thanksgiving.
Stuffing I've never heard. Cranberry I've heard a lot of people say.
Yeah, I'm not a cranberry person either. That would have been mine that I left off. And I also don't like sweet potatoes. Not my thing. All right, so if you have a big group of family together, oftentimes you have different people with different opinions about things that come up and are thorny. So you have a safe conversation.
If your Thanksgiving perhaps is at the Outer Banks, we've discovered.
Right.
Yeah. Or if my Thanksgiving's in Rhode Island. Anywhere I go for Thanksgiving, it's going to be thorny stuff. So you have a safe conversation with your family members when you don't want to get into a thorny subject. Like if it's veering this way, you try to drive it the other way. Jorge, fact or cap?
Yeah, you ask about a movie. You ask about, how about them Dodgers?
Hey,
it's always a sports.
They're gonna get Juan Soto this year.
Yeah, it's usually for me. It's a sports. It's either a movie or if it's guys or whatever, like people into sports, and I'll go with hey, what do you think about this?
All right, Andy.
Yeah, there's that scene in Sleepers, the mid '90s movie with Brad Pitt and Dustin Hoffman,
movie,
where a couple guys who are essentially, they're hitmen, they're killers. They're at a bar, and there's a couple people over at the other side. They're talking about politics, and the bartender ends up bringing them a couple drinks. He's like, "It's on these guys over there."
No
Reminder:
politics.
there's a rule: no politics at the bar, and everything's fine. That's a great. Unless I would even say, if everyone's in agreement politically, still avoid it because it's going to be too charged. Even if everybody agrees, it's likely going to.
And then add the liquor to it.
Right. I guess unless your team won and you're just celebrating your team winning because your team is in a good place.
Obnoxious.
I would just say avoid politics altogether, just because rarely is anything good going to come out of it. You've got 364 other days a year to talk politics.
All right, DeMarco.
No doubt. Sleeper. Good movie.
It is.
Is
good
that
movie.
right before
Sleepers.
they shot Kevin Bacon?
Sleepers.
It's a sleeper good movie.
Sleepers. It's
Yeah,
really
it's before.
good.
It's way before that.
Well,
That's
Sleepers
right
a
before
Woody
they shot
Allen
Kevin
movie.
Bacon. Isn't that movie great?
Yeah, it is a good
It's a
movie.
terrible.
It's a good book too.
Yeah.
It's a very Sleepers is a good book.
Terrible theme, terrible plot, but good movie. Right?
Which
Fair?
one?
Sleepers.
Terrible. Say that one more
Like
time.
the whole story about what happens to them is terrible.
Oh, what happens to those boys?
Oh, yeah,
That's what I'm
They
saying.
Turn
Yeah.
into very jaded, angry
But
adults.
I love it. Yes, when they grow up and they come, anyway, they become gangsters.
Yes,
awesome.
So you have a safe conversation you go to avoid a thorny subject.
Cap, I am your Huckleberry. I am that guy. We're gonna lean into everything.
You poke at the thorny subject.
Absolutely. Especially if I know you're avoiding it. Oh, we're bringing that up 10 times out of 10. I am that guy.
You know who I saw the other day?
Exactly. Yes, we're gonna get right into it. Yes.
I think some of it depends too. Like, how much do you care about your relationship with this side of the family, the family members gathered there? Like, if you have a close-knit relationship with them, you often don't want to fight with them at all, so you avoid it.
Well, no.
If it's family that you're often confrontational with anyway and you don't care, that's when you might lean in.
I want to get it all out. Whatever you're trying not to say, this is what Thanksgiving is about. Let's get into it. No, really. Let's get into it.
So your Thanksgiving is closer to Festivus.
I'm not a guy who's going to put a cap on the conversation, but what I am going to remind people as we're yelling is we're all family. So let's get it out. Let's become a better family. Let's get tighter. And the only way to do that is to let it go.
I usually ask who's going to be there, but so I can kind of get it.
Just get
feel
prepared.
of the room, you know,
and also get your facts and figures ready.
There you
to
go.
talk to them about it.
Prepare to defend. Shields up. Let's go.
Hey, Mom, who's coming?
Exactly. Let me sit right next to Uncle Fester. Yeah, let's go.
Let me get my research ready. So, okay, last one for you guys. So
you doing your own research, Em?
Yeah, doing my own research. That's what I focus on. So, when my family hosts, my family, since my grandma's passed away, typically is the house for Thanksgiving. So usually everyone comes to our house, except for when they go to the Outer Banks. And also, I have one of my cousins really, really likes the Thanksgiving Day parade, and they don't have a TV at their house. And so they usually come over and watch TV at our house, and then they go back home, and then they bring the food for Thanksgiving dinner. So, but we had to be very, sometimes, strict with the rules, because sometimes they'll stay the whole time, and we're like, hey, buddy, you gotta get going so we can have time to prepare, and family time all day is sometimes hard. So you have a set time when family members should arrive for Thanksgiving. It's like, hey, everyone come at 2. Everyone come at 3. Andy, fact or cap?
We do, but it doesn't really. We do. It doesn't really matter because our family's pretty small. So, and Brian and his wife and kids, they're not going to get there early. Like, if anything, I know.
Yeah, my cousin's knock on the door at 7 a.m. And
right.
I'm like, all right, bud.
Okay, that's not going to happen in my family. And, my parents are visiting, so if they're visiting, if they want to hang out at our house, they can hang out in their house. It's a small enough family that nobody's going to get in the way, and they don't require being entertained. Like, I think if it was a larger family or just more high maintenance, it could be an issue. My family is, or at least my side of the family, is not particularly high maintenance.
Yeah.
So if they want to,
must be nice.
Look,
that's
tomorrow.
What I'm saying.
Well, I said one side, but
look at you. See, you're gonna be talking about that tomorrow.
Not the side that's going to be at the table.
Nice.
If my parents want to come during the day while my wife and I are prepping stuff, I don't care. They can come.
All right, DeMarco, you have a set time where people come over if you're hosted.
Fact, but they don't care. I do. I always try to set a time, but they don't care. You guys watch movies, Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Yep.
That is my family, except black and part Korean. They just show up when they want to. Yes. So I have a set time, but they don't care. Yes.
So it's your big, fat, black Korean
yes.
Thanksgiving.
That. Come in. They don't even knock most of the time. They just come on in. What am I saying?
Yeah, that is like my family.
Yes.
Jorge?
Our family's, both of our Brenda's family, my mom, our parents, yes, they have a set time, but we don't care, man.
Nah,
like
man.
a lot of these birthday parties, even from Brenda's family side, they all be here at 3. We show up at 5. We show up late.
Dang
right.
You
guys missed this. You guys missed that. Look, we're here. At the end of the day, we're here, and
I'm with you.
Yeah. So
there's been many times at like other people's houses that people have vacuumed under our feet. Like they're telling us it's time to go, but we're not leaving.
Oh,
yeah.
It's okay. That's my other side of the
Nope, not happening.
They like to call it Mexican time. I show up whenever.
Or my brother's using the master bathroom.
That's
like, bro, that you can't do that.
All right, that's been Factor Cap with it's been Factor Cap with Travis and DeMarco. You have many choices in a legal team, but family. well, most family, always comes first. Call 213-747-2000. The law office of Joseph S. Normand. Call 213-747-2000, 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com.
What's wrong? My wife, that's, never mind.
Coming up next, I'm excited about this tease because Emily typed this out, and I'm not even sure what she's getting at.
Okay.
Are the Dodgers just trying to win the war of attrition? I'm as teased now as everybody else. This is exciting. Travis and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And the world champs just won't stop getting better. The breaking news from last night. Giants pitcher Blake Snell is now a Dodger. A 5-year, $182 million deal to complete what could be the best rotation in baseball. We're talking about it all day on your home for real Dodgers talk. 710 ESPN.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN.
Hey, football fans,
is
there is
powered by
nothing
Valvoline
sweeter than a
Instant-
cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown! They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels Baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
In Chinatown, nothing ever changes.
I feel like I'm a background character. I think that's called being a loser.
Based on the bestseller by Charles Yu.
Police are investigating a missing woman.
Miss Wu, I'm a detective. I need your help.
Why me?
You know Chinatown better than I do?
And from visionary director Taika Waititi comes a mind-bending new series.
If you want to be a part of this, why not be the hero? In Chinatown, Kung Fu can break on any moment.
The Hulu original series, Interior Chinatown. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
I'm looking for it. Okay, no.
Was that Cap?
It was something.
I'm like, is Cap in the room? What was that?
No, Cappy's in Amsterdam.
He is rocking Amsterdam.
He is in Amsterdam.
Is he in Amsterdam, or is his body just in Amsterdam?
He is technically in Amsterdam.
Yes. How long is he going to be there?
I'm not sure, but I mean, I know this because the last
Amsterdam
couple
for
days I've been playing the role of Cappy with George.
All week?
Well, today is just like an hour. It's a shortened show because the Lakers play 5:30 against San Antonio. Pregame coverage begins at 4 o'clock with Beto Duran.
You just turn into a robot.
Second end of the back-to-back.
Wait, are you doing that show too? You doing Stand on Cap
No,
too?
no. I was promoting us.
Okay.
This is a rare time I was actually promoting the people paying me. I was actually helping them out.
Okay.
3 days. 3 days is enough for Amsterdam. Anything longer, you're risking
I think
getting hooked.
I think he's been there for several days.
And he's there with his kids.
Yes.
Oh, he's with his kids.
Yeah, he's there with.
Never mind. Take it all back. Okay, I thought he was there as a.
Seeing the sights.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I feel like the kids are all there to babysit Cappy. Like they're his
to keep him out of trouble.
They're his caparones.
Have you been there?
I've never been to Amsterdam.
Anybody else been to Amsterdam?
Nope.
Okay. It's something that everyone needs to experience at least once. Like really,
I would like,
especially coming from America. Yeah,
no, I've heard. I mean, all hash jokes aside, I've heard it's an amazing city.
It's awesome. It really is. It's really, really cool, and it's very historic, and there's a lot to see there. But there's also the red light if you prefer that, and there's also the hash bars if you prefer that. Everything you need and want is there.
And the Royale with cheese.
And the Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
I should tell this on the far side. I met a dude over there when I was coaching. They had the Amsterdam Admirals, so the Berlin Thunder, my team, went to play the Admirals, and of course we went out. So I met this dude. He looked like DeAndre, as a matter of fact. About 6'4", good-looking dude, muscles, long braids though. And he said, all I know how to do is speak French and blank. Right. That's his job was
Those are
that.
two important things.
Right. That's his job. That's what he did every day. It was a live show, and he made a ton of money doing it. Like, it was
Good
weird.
living if you
I
can
didn't
get
realize
it.
you could make that much money speaking French.
That's exactly. But that's like, what are you doing over here, man?
Français.
I know how to do two things. One of them is speak French. The other is blank. And he's been there ever since. Great dude.
Huh.
Yeah. Get a postcard every other year from him.
You should let Cappy know, find out if he's still performing.
I don't want Cappy. If Cappy's with his kids, no, stay away from this
they're
guy.
adult children.
And that was 20 years ago. He can't be still doing that same job.
Could be.
I mean, there's a pot for
guess
every
so.
lid.
I guess
Wait, you got a postcard from this guy in French or with a picture of him doing blank?
It's a blank postcard, and it's usually like "what up" or missing you or whatever. Yeah.
Are you aging this man out from his livelihood?
Don't know. I don't, hardly. It was just cool to hang out with him. But anyway, Cappy in Amsterdam. I'm glad he's with his kids. But everyone needs to go. Yes.
No, I've heard it's an awesome, awesome city. And by the way, if you are Blake Snell, you can afford to take a trip to Amsterdam because he just got a new $152 million or $182 million contract from the Dodgers, 5 years. 2-time Cy Young winner. He's now a lefty that they have in the rotation.
Wow.
There is some question about durability with Snell. He was injured for the beginning part of last season, but that could have been him not being in spring training anywhere because he didn't sign a contract eventually with the Giants till very last minute, so he may not have been fully in shape, starts up too early, ends up getting hurt.
Only done 130-plus innings 2 times, and it was in 2018 and 2023 when he also won the Cy Young in both those years.
Yeah.
So there is some durability issues.
But what's his role going to be on this team?
Well,
it ain't going to be take the ball every 5th day.
Well, it could be take the ball
Getting
every
paid
6th
like he
day.
should be.
Well, but that's if you're a regular baseball team. This is the Dodgers. So what is your role here?
Emily, you raise, I think, actually a great way of defining how the Dodgers are spending their money. What you are paid to do may not be like the typical way you think about how a starter is paid for any other team. Our money's worth is how we define it. And if he's pitching every 6th game.
Did you say we?
Yeah, we being the Dodgers.
Oh, go
we
ahead.
being the Dodgers, the people signing his checks.
Yes.
Like, let's say he pitches every 6th game. Like they have a 6-man rotation.
That's
as
what I'm
opposed to
assuming.
a 5.
Yes.
And for the first half of the season, Blake Snell, give us 4 to 5 innings. We're good. That's it. That's all we want. We're not even going to look to start maybe getting the max version of you until August. And you know what? A couple times during the season, you've got arm issues. We've just decided you have arm issues, and you're going to sit
Take
for 15
2 weeks
days.
off.
Yeah, take 2 weeks off, and we'll.
You know what your job is? To pitch great when we put you out there.
Right.
That's it.
We want the best Nails version of you.
Yes.
And Yamamoto and Glasgow.
And whatever that
Glasnow.
takes to get you there,
Right.
yes,
we want that
we can do.
in the playoffs.
Yes.
They're just hoping that they can have the numbers to that. They're going to lose guys throughout the season in terms of injury. They're going to have the war of attrition. They're going to have guys that go. They're just hoping they can have enough numbers of valuable, great starters.
Oh, that's what you
to
meant.
outweigh that.
That's what you meant about war
Yeah,
of
so
attrition.
like if you lose Glass now, you're fine because you have Snell. You're fine
Yeah.
because you have Yamamoto, as opposed to this past season.
As
which,
long as you don't lose them for the season.
Yes.
You can't lose them for the season. But if you
Well, you
lose
can't
them.
predict that.
Well, you can't predict
Yeah,
that,
can't
but you
predict
can hedge
that.
your bets.
Oh, no doubt. And they've got one of the best systems, proven system that can get you to the postseason.
But they also have one of the most proven. Their almost their entire starting lineup has had at least one Tommy John, if not two,
Yeah.
and have injury issues. So again, they have lots of really talented guys that have durability issues and questions.
Yeah.
But they're just hoping that they all don't have a question mark, and that at least 4 of them are ready for the postseason.
Part of this story, if they do a 30 for 30, right, will be the bullpen. This current group of champions, right?
Yeah.
Going forward, do you think you'll have bullpen days with starting pitching like this? You can't lose all of them at once. I guess you did. I guess you had a disaster and you still won. But I think
they made it work
yeah.
last year. It's
Yeah.
not the. You'd prefer to be able to do it because you want to, not because you have to.
Bullpen days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bullpen game. You want to do it because for whatever reason you feel like this is the best strategy as opposed to being forced into doing it.
Correct. Yes. Not rely on it.
Right. But if they can keep most of their guys healthy, especially once the playoffs begin, and I'm not that's before we even get into guys like Kershaw and Bobby Miller and Dustin May and however they're going to use these guys moving forward. Walker Buehler, if he's on the team next year, then you could start maybe doing some type of bullpen game from what feels like a place of advantage because you're using some of your best pitchers that just are not in the rotation, but they're still quality arms.
Okay, Mason in Ireland does Mythical Money, right? Is that like a show thing or is that a station thing?
That's their show thing.
Can we borrow some of it?
If you want to call up the bank of Mythical Money, sure, we can do it.
Because I would like to place a Mythical Money bet that Walker Buehler won't be here. Anybody want to take that? Anybody want to take that?
How much you want to put down?
What's a normal Mythical Money bet?
I think they get 100,000 to start the year.
You get 100K?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll bet everything.
All in, okay.
100K. That there's
100K.
no way he's here. Somebody in baseball is stupid enough to offer him a long deal. They're going to believe the hype.
Now, are you okay as the Dodgers to not have him on your team? He's the guy who shoved for you in the postseason.
Yeah.
Threw the last pitch for you guys in the World Series, and you're okay with him leaving and going to another team?
Absolutely. If somebody wants to give him a lot of money.
It depends on why he's leaving. I mean, if he's leaving because it's an offer that because you know Walker Buehler better than anyone else.
How much would you offer him?
Short-term, big money.
That's exactly what I would do.
Okay.
Like 1 or 2 years.
Like
and
2 and 60, I'd
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
I would absolutely do that.
2 and 60?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Well, I mean, I forgot. I'm
Consider
talking about
all the deferred money.
Talking about the Dodgers, I forgot. Yeah, 2 and 60, fine. If somebody might offer him 3, maybe even 5 if they're really stupid.
That I'm not doing.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I would bet somebody in baseball is going to believe the hype and
but I mean,
sign
again,
him.
That's another thing with Blake Snell. It's 5 years. He's 31. It'll be 36 by the end of this deal, and there's no opt-outs for the Dodgers, and so that is also in a thorny no-trade clause.
How old is Kershaw?
He's got to be 36.
Because lefties
37.
age differently, don't they? That little weird motion of theirs, they can do this forever.
Let me look up Kershaw's age. I mean, in some ways,
He's 36 right now, so this is what Blake Snell will be this age
That's what I'm
at the
saying.
end of this.
Yes, I would take that deal for a lefty. Yes,
But I mean, Kershaw isn't the same Kershaw that he used to be.
no, but during that time in the regular season that lasts from 31 to 36, in between there was 4 great years of an almost unhittable lefty in the
Except
regular
for in the
season.
postseason.
In the regular season,
there are similarities in terms of the fears for Snell's contract and Glasnow's contract. They both are electric pitchers when they're on that both have a history of injuries, like recurrent. You hope that at the very least one offsets the other. That if Snell has some injury that he loses a big chunk of the season or the postseason, Glasnow's healthy.
Right.
Or vice versa. Perfect world, you get them both. Perfect world, you end up with a rotation where you're choosing between Yamamoto, Glasnow, and Snell as your number
Where
one.
you don't have to force Glasnow to have his career high in innings halfway through the season.
Well, that again, just this massive lineup of arms, just like volume of guys that feels like you can choose from. A lot of that is just like Emily said. It's about attrition.
See, okay, like another movie reference, like the Roman army, right? I never thought they were really good fighters. They just had numbers.
Sure.
That's not fair. You guys really can't fight. There's just 10 for every one of me.
Fair ain't got nothing to do with it, man.
But that should be in sports, though. There should be some element
No,
of fairness to it.
No, fair is where the rules of the game are applied. You apply the
rules of
fairly.
baseball are fair for everyone, but this goes beyond rules. This is player acquisition.
Dude, these owners can spend more than they do. Period. They can't.
Some can.
Most.
Some can.
Well,
I think you might be overshooting
until
that.
we start seeing more of these guys spend the way they can, I got zero sympathy for them. And you know what?
So the richest player on the block keeps winning. That's not fair. That's what kind of league is this?
You know what? Then go root for some loser team, DeMarco. Because in the meantime, the Dodgers, they're stacking players.
You sound like a Dodger fan.
And you know who's listening? Dodger fans.
I went through the Mccourt. I deserve this money.
Yeah, they feel like they've earned. They spent a lot of their own money on a crap experience. They feel like they deserve this.
Nouveau rich.
All right, coming up next, we're going to do a snake draft because I'm here and I love me a draft. Worst kids songs, the songs that get stuck in your head as a parent and you never get rid of them. That's coming next. Travis and DeMarco Show, 710 ESPN.
It's a snake draft.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
The only thing better than the food at Thanksgiving is the wine we share, Stella Rosa. Semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine that comes in a variety of flavors, including a cranberry flavor, fit for a classic. Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
With special guest, Rev Run. Tickets on sale now at FantasySpringsResort.com. Now Deferred, live. Be sure to listen to Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr every Monday in the 9 a.m. hour on his new show, The Travis and DeMarco Show. He's going to give you his best of from the whole football weekend. And you know, when DeMarco serves up a best of, you know it means something. Don't miss it. They've got their best of the weekend, plus your chance to win a Fantasy Springs weekend getaway prize pack with your best of. That's Mondays in the 9 a.m. hour on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Made possible by Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Escape the everyday at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino, just minutes from Palm Springs.
Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, Travis Matthew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, Travis Matthew brings that same style to USC fans with their first ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic Cardinal and Gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days in style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at travismatthew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station. Here we go, Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr. The Travis and DeMarco Show is on for the day before Thanksgiving. Here we go. Andy Kamenetsky's sitting in for Trav this morning. DeMarco's here, producer M, producer Jorge. And as we get you ready for Thanksgiving, we got to address 2 things. One, Blake Snell is now a Dodger. How about that, Jack? And number 2, the Lakers last night in the NBA Cup in Phoenix. They got peeled and mashed like some Thanksgiving potatoes. We'll react. Let's get to it. The Travis and DeMarco Show, the day before Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
Right now.
Peeled and mashed.
It's time for our snake draft.
Beat about the head and neck, stomped into oblivion, run out of the gym.
Nobody loves fans suffering more than Morales.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is his happy
But
place.
he's right, though. They got run out of the
they
gym
really did.
in the second half.
They
It
got
was
destroyed.
ugly. Yep.
Oof.
All right, so today's our snake draft because Andy's here and he loves the snake draft.
I like drafts.
And
I like drafts.
And so it was on this day in 2013, Frozen was released on all of us, and Let It Go was also released on every parent in the vicinity, and still is there to everybody. So I thought we should draft the worst songs that kids love. That get stuck in your head. They listen to all the time.
Songs that kids love.
They won't stop crying until they hear this song, etc. So we're gonna draft those.
Okay.
Our order.
Go ahead.
Our order is DeMarco, Emily, Andy, Jorge. 3 each, 12 total, because that's all going to fit on the graphic, right, Parker?
See.
Thank you.
Can you help me with this?
Sure.
If I throw out the movie, you can tell me the name of the song.
I can try.
Okay, because I
And you're up first, so you have the first pick.
Frozen.
Okay, so this song, the Let It Go song?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God! It started again this morning. Oh.
Yeah, it's
a good movie.
It's a good movie,
Frozen's
good song,
a good movie.
but
and
dang.
it also won an Oscar for this song as well. So, but yes, it is overplayed. Kids love it for some reason. But yeah,
it's a great song.
Yes,
the
It's too
first
much.
100 times.
It's
yes.
too much.
Oh my gosh,
All right.
much.
I have the next pick. And so I'm going to go with actually a song that was very integral to my Washington Nationals winning a World Series. It was their battle cry, but it's also one of the most annoying songs ever released on the planet, and it is Baby Shark.
That was on my list.
Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do, Baby Shark. And so the Nationals run in the 2019, every time they got a hit, they would do Baby Shark, and the whole fans would do Baby Shark too, and that is peak Baby Shark to me, but it also is annoying.
how many times around can you get?
For Baby Shark?
I think I got to grandkid Baby Shark. Do.
Grandma Shark, because like you do it like this. so it
Grandma,
has no
granddad.
teeth.
Yes, I did the. Yeah.
Yeah. So no thank you on Baby Shark.
It's really bad if you have a big family. 'Cause
That's
it's like
what I'm
cousin,
saying.
baby shark.
Right.
It
I'm at the
goes
end
on
here.
forever.
The uncle we don't care about.
And he's in the corner drinking whiskey. Andy.
I am going to, and apologies to our. Are we still somewhat Disney overlords at this station? Like,
yes.
there is a connection. My apologies to
You
the
called
overlords.
the Dodgers a Ponzi scheme. Go ahead.
If
I
they're
think you're
listening.
good. Yeah.
It's a Small World.
Oh.
That song is brutal if it gets stuck in your head, and kids
It's a
do.
small world after all.
It's a small world.
It's awful, and it won't leave your head.
Yeah, no thanks.
Wow.
Jorge, you got two.
Okay, so the first one I'm gonna go with. We can't talk about Bruno.
Oh,
We don't
Coco.
talk
Yeah,
about
it's just one of those where like, okay, once is enough.
Again, good movie.
I
Thanks,
like that movie.
Lin-Manuel.
Yeah,
And I like the song.
And
but
then
yeah.
the other one is from Trolls. I forget which Trolls it is, but it's in the Trolls movie, and it's
Can't Stop the Feeling?
no, it's a different one.
First troll?
No, the second Trolls, I think.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, something from Trolls. I'll come up with the song.
Something from Trolls.
All right. Well,
I like
you
it.
tell Parker what that
Strong
song
work
is.
there, Jorge. Good work.
Just the troll song. All right, Andy, you got a second pick.
My second pick, this song's really
Could do
bad.
another Disney ride song? Pirates of the Caribbean? Yo ho.
No. I'm right now. I'm actually kind of obsessed with finding the song that is it. True Colors.
True.
That was a Cyndi Lauper
Colors.
song.
Yes.
No,
Shining
that's not the one.
through. That's a good
Okay.
song.
For me, this song is bad because A, the song is bad, but B, it requires interactivity. So it's going to involve you if the song gets stuck in the kid's head or they want to engage in it. The hokey pokey.
Oh my God.
Because that requires everybody to get up and actually do something.
Yeah,
So it's not just that you have to
and
hear
you
a
turn
bad
yourself
song,
around.
you have to engage in the bad song. So the hokey pokey.
That's what it's all
All
about.
about.
Hokey pokey. Well, this is not a song. It's more of a jingle, and it's
also my turn.
It's your turn?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Okay. I'll shut up then. Go ahead.
It's okay, sorry. So, second one, I think this came out when I was in high school, and it also went across all of high school, and I feel like it's one of those things that's buried in the back of your brain, so once they start singing it, you're like, oh, that song. What does the fox say?
That is playing in my house every night right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
my
thank you
God.
on What Does the Fox Say, because who cares what the fox says?
I did. I didn't know. What does the fox say?
Somehow, my house, we managed to skip this. I don't even want to know what this is. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You never heard that song?
No.
Oh my
Coming up
God.
next.
No.
Count yourself
La
lucky.
la 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 la.
Count yourself lucky.
Now, DeMarco, you have 2.
But did you guys know what a fox sounded like until that song came out?
What does a giraffe sound like?
I don't know, but
Exactly,
I
who
I
cares?
never even cared about what a fox sounded like until that song came out. But
Now I hate it.
me too. Can't stand it.
I'm looking right now in the YouTube comment section,
Yes.
and Reptilian James, wow, shocking. AK doesn't like It's a Small World. What a jerk. I stand by this Reptilian James.
You might be the first I heard,
James,
though.
is he It's a Small World stan? Is his grandfather the creator of
Seriously,
It's a Small World?
What are you, like Walt Disney's
I got a lot of
heir?
good memories with that song, though. I got a lot of great memories with It's a Small World.
Look,
so maybe that's what you're infringing
I'm
upon.
sure that I, at some point as a little kid, enjoyed the It's a Small World experience.
Yeah.
Take your kids to the thing, whatever. That song, when it gets stuck in your head, is torture. It just is. Reptilian James.
You are Grinch level 1 right now, though. But I'm just saying. So this is a jingle. Is it my turn yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's designed
Call
to
me
get
a
in your
jerk
head.
in all caps.
And it's not really a song, but 1877 cars for kids.
They do have spots on our air. We love Cars for Kids.
We do, but it gets stuck in your head. You walk out of here singing that, right? That's what I'm saying.
That's a good call.
It's perfect. It's designed, so
Do
that's
you guys
not
remember
one.
Education Connection?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Education Connection. Get connected for free. It's Education Connection.
I missed that one.
I don't know that one either.
No. Is that Schoolhouse Rock?
No, it's it was just an ad for online colleges.
Bill.
Yes,
I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. See?
Yeah.
But here's my pick, though. No, it's because of my kids only, and 23 and 9, so big age group, but they both love the same thing, and maybe it's me. They love Curious George. Have you guys seen Curious George?
There's a theme song to...
No.
There's a new PBS animated
Is it
version.
the Banana Pancakes one?
But it was Jack Johnson that did
Yes, Banana Pancakes.
and it ruined Jack Johnson for me.
Really?
He's all over the movie, and I have like the SUV, so I put the DVD in, so I would just hear this non-stop.
So you can't even listen to Jack Johnson anymore.
When I hear his voice, I drive off the road now. So anything related to Curious George, and I hate to say it, I love Jack Johnson, but I can't listen to you anymore.
I didn't even know there was a song.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
Well, in the movie adaptation, yes, Jack Johnson is the soundtrack. It's like Randy Newman, but for Curious George.
What's his name? Will Ferrell plays the guy.
The man in the yellow hat?
The man in the yellow hat, yes.
All right, so I got a ton left that I could still choose from. One I'm not going to choose, but I'm close to it, was Peaches, because the girl I babysit for, she will not stop crying until she hears Peaches. It's
the President of the United States of America
Peaches,
song?
Peaches.
No, I'm going to play it for you right now.
That one?
Peaches,
Yeah.
peaches, peaches,
Oh, I
peaches,
don't know.
peaches,
It's from the Super Mario
Peaches.
movie. But what I'm going to pick, and I absolutely hate this song, and my roommate loves it, so he's not a kid, but he plays it.
I was going to say, good to clarify, Emily.
Jack Black,
It's not
man.
a child.
He's great.
It's from Moana. It's Shiny.
Oh my
I
God.
hate that
The
song.
crab.
I hate
The
Shiny.
crab. Yes, the crab. Yes.
It's not one of the better songs from Moana. Moana's another good movie. That movie's really good.
And I like How Far I'll Go. And Moana 2 comes out today. You can watch it in theaters. Thank you, Disney.
Yes. How's that song go?
Shiny?
No.
Or How Far I'll Go?
That one.
I've been standing at the edge of the water long as I can remember. I can't sing.
Keep going.
No. And then Andy, last one.
Okay, first of all, update. Reptilian James and I, we made up on the YouTube channel. We're
Already?
good now. We're good now.
That was quick.
I think he admitted he came out a little
He
strong.
called you a jerk.
Yeah, turns out he just likes It's a Small World, but Reptilian and I are all good. It is simpatico
He called you a
now.
jerk in all caps.
We are all good. It's fine. My final song is Gummy Bear.
Gummy Bear.
I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear.
I'm a
Gummy bear.
Gummy bear. Oof. Annoying
that one.
as hell. Like that song brings nothing to the table.
I've never heard that
Well,
one.
it brings gummy bears to the table.
I guess so.
Have you guys heard Raining Tacos?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
It's raining tacos. Okay, that's another one. Yeah.
No.
Jorge, last one.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
Dog.
I got old after a week.
So the Trolls song is Hair Up. That's what it's called.
Oh,
okay.
I got my hair up, whatever. Yeah, that one. So
Is that Lizzo? No.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
there is a Lizzo song that sounds similar
Sounds
to
like that, right. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Other songs we don't have is the Crazy Frog song.
Oh,
It's
my
like,
God.
Barney theme.
Barney theme.
Macarena.
Macarena.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
You know what song kids like? I discovered these my kids and her friends did that I thought was kind of annoying. Katy Perry's Roar.
Oh, my God. And
Yeah.
Firework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Firework's a better song than
Yeah.
Roar.
But if we missed any, or if you have very strong feelings about kids' songs that get stuck in your head and suck, call us at 877-710-3776, tweet at us, or go at Andy on YouTube and say he's a jerk and say what song we left off.
Again, Reptilian, James, and I are all good. It's squashed. The beef is squashed. Happy Thanksgiving to him and everybody in the YouTube channel. Coming up next, can J.J. Redick fix the Lakers' defense? Can he make adjustments? We're going to find out tonight in San Antonio. That's coming up next. Travis and DeMarco Show, 710 ESPN.
And the world champs just won't stop getting better. The breaking news from last night. Giants pitcher Blake Snell is now a Dodger. A 5-year, $182 million deal to complete what could be the best rotation in baseball. We're talking about it all day on your home for real Dodgers talk. 710 ESPN.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game. With over 20 clinics in the greater LA area, Game Day Men's Health helps optimize your health with testosterone therapy, ED treatment, and more. Text ESPN 710 to 406-426-3329 to find a clinic near you and schedule your complimentary testosterone test and consultation.
Miss the good old days when everything was more affordable? Well, Kia of Carson is bringing them back. Black Friday deals are here all month long. This is your chance to save thousands on the exciting Kia lineup, including the new EV, hybrid, and plug-in models. Or you can enjoy deals on classics like the rugged Telluride, the sporty K5, and the all-new K4 sedan. Whatever you need, Kia of Carson most likely will have it in stock as one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country. Head over now or online at KiaofCarson.com. Hurry in for best selection.
Hey, everybody, excited to have with me in studio the one and only Dr. Monica Madden from Beverly Hills Ortho. Hi, Dr. Madden.
Hi, thanks for having me. This is exciting.
All right, let's get to why we want everybody to listen carefully, because you have a special offer for ESPN LA listeners. Tell me about it.
We're really happy to be part of the ESPN LA family and so grateful for everyone listening right now. We are giving the first 5 people who register now and every time this airs $1,000 off Invisalign or braces.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
And act a little bit like you're interested. Pretend.
It's also, too, where it starts revealing not just a lack of discipline, but like a lack of confidence. And this is going to be something also in terms of adjustments with Reddick. Like, this is a down patch, and he's not experienced with getting the teams through a down patch. He got them through one earlier in the season, but it also happened to coincide with them playing some bad teams. Now he has to get them through a bit of a rough patch, 3-game losing streak, 2 by 20-plus against good teams. Playing San Antonio.
Straight blowouts, yeah.
Right. They're playing San Antonio tonight. They're playing Oklahoma City on Friday. They've got Minnesota on the road coming up. Like, this is a difficult patch, like a difficult patch of opponents on top of a 3-game losing streak. J.J. Redick's going to have to start learning on the job as well.
He's in the salad days, so he gets a pass, but I wonder how long that lasts. If this keeps up, I wonder if people turn on him as fast as they did Darvin Ham.
What really matters is how quickly the Lakers turn on him, because we know they cycle through coaches all of the time. All right, coming up next, a little hot and cold. That is next. Travis and DeMarco Show, 710 ESPN.
Hey, let us tell you about the law offices of Joseph S. Normand and his all-star team. In an accident, they will treat you like family. They will help you get the medical attention and maximum compensation you deserve, and that's what we all love, maximum compensation. Accidents can be devastating. They are devastating, and the recovery process is super difficult to deal with, so no one should have to go through that alone. No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say, any insurance company can and will use that against you at any point throughout the process. So if you have any issues, any family members, or if you yourself or have been in an accident, call Joe right now. He will knock it out of the park for you. You need a guy like this on your side. He is one of the dudes, he's one of the guys, and he really cares about you, and he really loves to stick it to the insurance company. So you have many choices in a legal team, but if you need an all-star team right now, call this number, 213-747-2000, 213-747-2000, or normandlegal.com. Make sure to tell them Travis and DeMarco sent you.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
And locations.
Thanksgiving to-do list. Eat, nap, watch football, play slots and blackjack. Oh, if there was only a place I could do everything. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Black Friday shopping in our ballroom. Get top brands including JBL and Tumi. Pay with cash, credit, or points. Noon to 10 p.m. the 29th.
And the number one reason.
We're going country. It's Morongo's Grand Ole New Year's Eve. Giddy up and get your tickets now, y'all.
Morongo, good times.
Here in California, we are all about chill. From hitting the beach or going on your favorite hike to going all out and pulling for our teams to win another championship. No one is more chill than us. The one thing, though, that ties us all together, enjoying all that California has to offer with great friends and a cold Coors Light. Pick up icy cold Coors Light today or even get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Gear up and get out to Kelsey's at Pechanga, the top spot in the Temecula Valley to watch all the Monday Night Football action. Dozens of TVs means all your favorite games, plus a M&F food menu fit for the greatest fans. Sliders, loaded tater tots, pulled pork pizza, and a lot more. Plus, you'll find beers on tap and incredible craft cocktails at Kelsey's. Visit Pechanga.com and follow at Pechanga Casino on Instagram for info about special and exclusive NFL team appearances. We'll see you at Kelsey's at Pechanga.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL. realfathersrights.com/710 or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights. The Father's Rights Attorneys.
The Black Friday sales event is on at George Chevrolet. Drive home a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with over $11,000 in total savings. Over $11K off select 2024 Silverado models at George Chevrolet. Don't wait. Shop early for the best selection. This Black Friday offer is available only for a limited time. George Chevrolet up the 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Discount up to $11,250 and calculated off MSRP on select 2024 Chevy Silverado models. 5 at this discount. Offer ends 12/2/24. For full details, call 866-949-4805.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
As you know, we've welcomed the new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen. Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
All right, who's hot is Aloha.
Hody hody.
Ahoy hoy.
Is
Annyeong.
Any more hellos?
Roars. Guten Tag.
Buongiorno. Okay, so who's hot is Dan Hurley. So not because his team is doing well. His team has actually lost 2 games back-to-back to Memphis and to Colorado at the Maui Invitational.
What a jerk.
But he himself has been quite hot in both games, needing his own get-back coach to keep him from, I don't know, attacking somebody. And it just got me thinking, imagining him as the Lakers head coach and having to be held back from yelling at LeBron James or yelling at the referee.
He wouldn't do that here.
I think he would have done it here.
There's no way you do that here.
Because he's that hot-tempered of a guy.
You would lose your players.
Do you think he would have worked
you
out
can't,
there?
I think DeMarco's right. You can't do that with grown-ass men.
No.
You cannot
They would
that.
laugh at you. Yeah.
He does not have the institutional heft to behave like that in the NBA.
No.
College game, he can do it. Like, he's part of college
And he's
basketball.
losing that now with NIL.
Right.
Yeah.
He's part of college basketball royalty, like that family name.
Yeah.
You do that in the NBA, you look like a jackass.
Bobby Knight does not exist in the NBA.
Right.
It just would not
100%.
happen. No. Can't
100%.
happen.
Looks stupid.
It even looks stupid in college basketball.
Oh, it definitely looks stupid in college basketball. I'm just saying it's at least somewhat acceptable there.
And this guy's, JJ Redick, you know how he's talked about how he's going to go into darkness and rewatch the tape and stuff. JJ Redick is a serious guy, and he takes his job very seriously, but he's also a little maniacal about it. Like, he is trying his hardest to do his best job. And I think that Dan Hurley has parts of that, but he goes to a point where, like, they won by 35 against a quote-unquote inferior opponent, and he was so upset about the performance that it
See,
sucked.
that's not so bad. Even if you, it doesn't matter how many points you win by. If you're just not playing well, if you're not doing the things that you guys are coached to do, then any coach should snap.
I mean, J.J. Redick did get upset enough at D'Angelo Russell's shot selection that he beat the crap out of a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be more subliminal in the NBA.
Right. But
yeah.
But throwing a temper tantrum like that, again, that I agree with DeMarco. That does not play in the NBA at all.
It's entertaining though.
But it occasionally also works in baseball when the manager just goes out there and kicks the dirt at the umpire.
Baseball managers are the best. I love it. I'm getting my money's worth. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mind a good manager freaking out.
Dust up,
which we will miss when we have robot umpires.
You can still kick a dirt at a robot.
At a machine?
Stop kicking dirt at me.
Wally.
But They all look so stupid in the uniforms. Like
managers?
managers should be able to just wear street
the kids
clothes.
wear, yeah.
Yeah, they do. They look like a little league manager.
Yeah.
Would never show up to his little league game in the same uniform as the players.
He's got a jersey and jeans on.
Right, like I think
or whatever work pants.
Like, what if the referees for NFL wore like pads and I don't know, like or if like Coach McVay was wearing pads on the sidelines?
Emily,
yeah.
you're closer than you think. They've been talking about those guys wearing like helmets and pads.
Yeah.
Because you're in the danger. Did you see how many people got smoked here on Sunday night on the
Yeah,
sidelines?
that was crazy.
Bro, you better watch your butt.
Yeah.
They don't pay me enough to turn my back on the field.
No, it's
Especially if you're someone like a security guard, you're definitely not going to be paid.
Man, oh my God, who was it? Who smashed somebody in the end zone? It was Colby Parkinson, wasn't it?
Oh, security guard.
I know Colby Parkinson
slammed
did.
his face on the freaking.
And then an Eagles player
Yes.
hit the audio guy.
Yeah.
Just everyone in the press office was like, ooh.
Okay, so protocol, right? Just if you're a good human being.
Because you're also on the sidelines.
Yes, I keep telling you, they'll never get me because I'm always watching the field. But if you do smoke someone out there, at least check on the guy before you run back to the field.
Saquon Barkley did that. He helped the guy up. He checked him
Yeah.
make sure he's okay because I think Saquon ran into the audio guy.
I think it was A.J. Brown. I saw him just walk
Yeah.
right off. He trucked
Yeah.
someone
Even
and
if
just
it's
went right back
symbolic,
on the
just
field.
look back and
Yeah.
like, are you okay? And then run. Just don't leave the guy
like
there.
LeBron. I always see LeBron every time he ends up running into the camera guy. He always checks on him.
Yeah.
I remember McVay in the parade. The girl was backing out with her camera. She fell off stage, and they looked after her. So
Yeah.
not McVay. Sorry,
It was Stafford.
Stafford.
Yeah.
So what's cold is Samuel L. I can't say it.
Samuel L.
Jackson and his Oscar nomination. So he said this. He's doing press right now for The Piano Lesson. He's a big part of The Piano Lesson. Great movie, by the way, on Netflix now. So he says, he was asked about if it's an honor to be nominated for his Oscar nominations. He says, "We've been in the business long enough to know that when folks go, it's just an honor to be nominated. No, it ain't. It's an honor to win." So you agree with his sentiment here that it's not an honor to be nominated. It's an honor to win. Andy?
It is an honor to be nominated. It is a far bigger honor to win. These guys all want to win.
Or if it's somebody that's been nominated a bunch of times, it's not really an honor anymore.
Look, we often learn that some of these guys there's a cap to how well that they can act, a ceiling to how well they can act, because they're incapable of hiding their disappointment when they don't win.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they don't even bother trying, like Eddie Murphy when he didn't win for Dreamgirls. Basically just walked out. Like, I'm out of here.
Who
Done.
won that year?
I'd have to look.
Because he played a hell of a role.
Oh, he was great. He was really, really
he was
good.
great.
Off the top of my head, I don't remember.
And it was shocking because it was Eddie Murphy playing that role. Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, I think, has only been nominated for Pulp Fiction. I'm not sure he's ever been nominated.
Django?
I don't think he was nominated for Django.
Okay.
Because Christoph Waltz and DiCaprio, I believe, were both nominated. And I don't think Jamie Foxx was. I'd have to look, but I think that's the only time he's
Okay,
been
so
nominated.
the year that Eddie Murphy lost, it was to Alan Arkin for Little Miss Sunshine.
Which was a good movie and a great role.
And it was also a career achievement
Yeah,
role
exactly.
as well.
So it's hard sometimes in the Oscars race when you're competing both with like, we want to award this person, maybe not this role because they'll get another opportunity. Like Timothée Chalamet in Call Me by Your Name, you give it to, I think they gave it to Gary Oldman, but maybe that year was his. Anyway, DeMarco, what do you think about this with Samuel L. Jackson?
I was just thinking about it. I mean, it must be hard as an artist because actors are artists, right? When you're being judged on your art. But when you do know something and you put your heart and soul into it and you know what a good movie or a good performance versus a bad performance and you're seeing what you're up against and you're saying, you know what, I think I got these. I respect everything you guys have done, but I think I may have you here. I did more. I stretched farther. And you don't win. That would be disappointing. So
it's objective, too. It's not like in football, there's points to be won and lost, and there's a objective winner.
But like for the Pro Bowl or All Pro whatever, so especially my position, if I have more sacks than you, it doesn't mean that I'm better. It just means I have more sacks. So some people say if I get X amount of this, I should be the best in the game. That's not it. You just can't count it by numbers. But that would be weird. So I totally agree with Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't blame these guys for being disappointed if they don't win. I mean, like, it's the highest honor in your profession.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get that it's a big pomp and circumstance. It's a TV product. Like, I get all of that.
It changes your career earnings after that, how much money can you make per movie.
It's film history. Like, you get remembered for winning this role. Like, you're part of the history books for your profession.
Okay, Jamie Foxx. Did you see the movie Miami Vice?
Yeah.
Okay, they say he ruined that movie because during the making of that, he became an Oscar winner. So he was the co-star of Miami Vice until he won and then demanded to be the star, and
Right.
it changed the entire movie. So it does change your life.
Right.
Not always for the better.
Yes. It comes with a lot of things as achieving anything in
Yeah.
your field does. Is like you now have a you've upped your game, and so now everything else has to be compared to that thing that you won. And for example, the Best Actress race last year between Emma Stone and Lily Gladstone, it's a lot of maneuvering to see what category you're nominated in. One, but two, it's like Emma Stone had already won, but her performance in Poor Things was fantastic. Lily Gladstone had an amazing performance in Killers of the Flower Moon, but you're like, oh, maybe she'll be back again. You don't have any guarantees that you'll be back again and can win another Oscar. So it's just
that's
that
a
stuff.
bad reason not to vote for someone. The idea of it's not their time.
I
It's
hate,
like,
I hate the legacy. I hate that answer.
Right. No, their
yeah.
time is right now what you're grading them on or judging them on, evaluating, whatever. Like
This may be
is
my
the
last time up
right.
here.
You never know. I'm sure a lot of people thought he ended up winning an Oscar, but a lot of people thought Heath Ledger had more time than he ultimately had.
Yeah, and for example, giving Leonardo DiCaprio the Oscar for The Revenant, while he went all out for that role, and I don't remember who should have. Another person could have won that year, but it's the thing of like,
okay, you do.
We already should have won that.
I think that was Dan Hurley popping in. See.
By the way, too,
Yeah.
the campaigning, just like the marketing and the campaigning, that stuff gets nasty behind the scenes. Like particularly when
ever since Harvey Weinstein.
I was going to say Harvey Weinstein turned this thing into big money, sport, and ego. It is
Trying to buy an Oscar?
Yeah,
okay.
and also bad word of mouth, bad negative campaigning for
Ripping the other-
movies.
yeah.
It is a blood sport, man.
If you're at all interested in what we're talking about, there's a really good book called Oscar Wars that talks about all these really big races in the Oscar history and the history behind why they were big races. And they talk about the Harvey Weinstein versus Steven Spielberg race in '99. And so, anyway.
Nope, I will never watch it. I'm a blue pill guy. I will never read it. I'm blue pill. Yep, there we go.
All right. That is
Sure, if you say so.
What kind of blue pill?
Just saying, I'm a blue pill guy. Come on. Matrix
And
style.
then
Not that one.
Yeah,
Oh my
see,
God.
that's why, yeah. So what kind of blue pill
Come
guy are you
on,
talking
man.
about?
I was talking about the Matrix.
That's a drop right there.
Oh my God, he's cracking up over there.
Look at DeMarco. He's so secure
Wow.
in his masculinity that he will admit this.
I was talking about the
on air.
Matrix.
Oh,
How
Sure you
dare
were.
you?
Oh, sure.
Come on.
Sure he will.
He starts
You
cracking
coulda said
up out of
Red Bull.
nowhere. What did I say?
Coming up next, Mrs. Farr. All right. Game Day Comfort is powered by Next Gen, the official plumbing, heating, and AC company of SoCal sports fans. Call 8333-NEXT-GEN to snag their $88 drain cleaning special today.
I'm a blue pill
What
guy.
kind of
And
drink
then Andy
cleaning?
was like, sure.
You went quiet on me.
Well,
Come
I
on.
mean, you realize as you're going into this read, I'm like, there's no way to land this plane.
Wow, that's funny.
There's just no
That's funny.
dignified way.
Shout out Next Gen. Thank you for sponsoring Hunger.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Great use of their money right there. All right. Coming up, what do we do next? The dump? The dump coming up next?
Have the dump.
The dump. That's coming up next. Travis DeMarco Show, 710 ESPN. Sorry.
Hey, football fans, what's better than cheering on your team with an ice-cold glass of Stella Rosa in hand? How about scoring the ultimate experience at the biggest college football game of the season with an ice-cold Stella Rosa in hand? That's right, Stella Rosa is giving you the chance to win 2 tickets, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. So what are you waiting for? Head to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter today, courtesy of Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
And the world champs just won't stop getting better. The breaking news from last night. Giants pitcher Blake Snell is now a Dodger. A 5-year, $182 million deal to complete what could be the best rotation in baseball. We're talking about it all day on your home for real Dodgers talk. 710 ESPN.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming-LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming-LAX.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
ABC Wednesdays.
Y'all complain all day. We want books. We want paper towels in the classroom. Bet you want razors too.
I'm still waiting on the paper towels. Abbott Elementary returns with a new season.
We asked the district for more after-school programs. They gave us $50 for class pets instead.
Critics cheer. Abbott Elementary continues to be one of the funniest and most beloved shows on TV.
What y'all doing out there? Taking bribes? Proud of y'all.
Abbott Elementary, Wednesdays, 9:30, 8:30 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
I'm a blue pill guy.
What kind of blue pill?
Just saying, I'm a blue pill guy. You couldn't wait, right? You couldn't wait.
Nobody's waiting on that one,
You
baby.
turned that around so fast. Oh, my God. Wow.
Excellent work there, Jorge.
My job. It's my job, man.
I just got a tweet, and let me ask Emily this real quick. It's a picture of a certain quarterback in a Rams uniform. And I got to tell you, I'm intrigued by it. Not by the guy's talent, but just what he could do. It's Justin Fields.
Okay. I think that I'd be interested in seeing Sean McVay with a running quarterback.
A mobile guy. Yeah.
I think that Justin Fields doesn't have the explosive ability that, in terms
He's
of
got an arm. He can launch it. I'm just not
but
sure
he can
where
also
it's
fumble
going.
the ball 5 times and get sacked in dumb ways. And I just think that if Russell Wilson is better than Justin Fields isn't that good.
Oh, well, then you're underestimating. You're underestimating Russell Wilson. Then he's
okay.
He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Sure,
he is.
I'm gonna see how the rest of the season plays out for the Steelers because I just don't.
He's past it. He's past his prime, but at one point he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I'm never going to doubt Sean McVay's ability to get the most out of a quarterback, so I would love to see Sean McVay get the most out of Justin Fields. It wouldn't make me be super excited, though.
I thought it was funny. Underneath that text, some people said no, gross, and the other one was wait for Arch Manning.
Yeah, I don't say gross, but wait for Arch Manning is interesting.
2026, wait for Arch Manning. A Manning in Los Angeles? You want to sell some tickets.
Yeah.
With a Manning coming to town, that changes the math a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's around the time where definitely you're going to have turned the page on Stafford.
Oh,
I mean,
no
by
doubt.
2026,
he may be done, period.
Right. He
Yeah.
may be out of the NFL, but I think he's definitely going to be out of Los Angeles. It's going to be interesting to see if he's even on the 2025 Rams.
Yeah.
I think that is an open question.
I wouldn't mind if you had some mobility at the quarterback spot this year. Maybe you might have the same record, but I think the offense may. I mean, you may score a little bit more.
Matthew Stafford did have his career high running for the Rams at 15 yards this past weekend.
Hey, he looked good though, didn't he?
I was just thinking about this. Is Baker Mayfield the most mobile quarterback McVay's had?
Yes.
Yeah.
Outside of Wolford could run. That was his thing.
And Bryce Perkins.
Perkins could run.
But as far as guys that he actually put on the field,
like an actual starter,
right?
It might have been Mayfield.
That lets you know he has not had a lot of mobile quarterbacks.
And I do know this. I mean, he does, when he talks about other quarterbacks, and he doesn't say mobile. I think mobile has gone, is that a code word now for black quarterback?
I think it's a code word for a quarterback that moves,
well, let's be honest.
like Josh Allen is.
Running quarterback has, for the most part, been just a code for black
Well, the way he says it now, and I like it, is quarterbacks that can create off schedule.
I just want to make it clear. I am not using it as code for a black quarterback. I am more than happy to see a running quarterback that's white.
How many fit that mold, though?
Josh Allen.
How many Trevor Lawrences are there?
Let's see. There's Josh Allen. Who else is mobile?
You said that twice.
Well, okay. Let me actually pull up.
There's Josh Allen. There's
that
Josh
was more
Allen
me
and
stalling.
There's
That
Josh
was
Allen.
actually.
I
need
have a
list
question
of
for you,
teams.
DeMarco. Was McVay on the staff with RG3 with the Washington team?
I think it was after.
Okay, I was gonna say because
that's a good question. Maybe he was
maybe he
there.
got some out of that.
Maybe he was there. I know that tight end there. I can't remember his name, but at one point he was a Pro Bowler. This is when McVay got the job. He was really featuring tight ends, and then it morphed here.
Okay, he is not anymore. Aaron Rodgers used to be a legit mobile quarterback.
There you go.
Aaron Rodgers could run. He could scramble. So there's two.
I like it.
One
okay.
of them way past his prime.
That's a code breaker there. I like it.
Aaron Rodgers just breaking new
but
ground.
no Fields, huh? I wouldn't mind seeing that to see what he could do with him.
I just don't know if he's a starting quarterback for the Rams long term, but it could be a bridge until
Arch
Manning comes to town.
Another guy that can't run.
We shall see. Today would have been the 84th birthday of Bruce Lee.
He would have been 81 today?
84.
84, I'm
He
sorry.
would have been 84 years old today. He was born on November 27th, 1940.
No way. Okay.
So, assuming I did that math right, and I did, that would be 84 years old.
I took the pilgrimage to his gravesite up in Washington. Had to. It's Bruce.
Absolutely fascinating life.
Yes.
And just a really, really interesting life. Unfortunately, tragedy followed his son Brandon, who died during the making of the movie The Crow.
Yeah.
And he also, in his own right, had a very interesting life as well. It's just a very interesting, influential lineage, man.
This is pre-UFC, pre-combat sports boom. I guess right around the same time. Are you a gamer at all?
No.
Okay, so there's that UFC PlayStation game.
Okay.
And I remember the one advertisement where they unleashed the Bruce Lee character. And everybody just went berserk. Like, can you imagine Bruce Lee, the myth, everything that we thought he was the guy fighting in a cage?
He has some of the most insane charisma I've ever seen of anybody ever put on a movie screen.
Yes.
Like, Bruce Lee just oozed charisma.
Big time.
Like, so incredibly compelling to watch.
Funny. What does Bruce Lee represent to you, Emily? Anything?
Martial arts.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Have you ever seen Enter the Dragon?
No.
It's great.
He was like everything
I'm sure
does.
I'd like it. I'm sure I'd like it.
It's real. I mean, like, beyond the action sequences, like a lot of it, the way it's staged is really creative. Like, there's a big climax involving, and this has been done by a lot of other people since, like homages. This like room of mirrors, like one of the John Wicks does something very similar to it. That's very clearly
It's
an homage
groundbreaking.
to Enter the Dragon.
And then I also did they do a reference to him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Correct.
Yeah.
But there was a time when we grew up that we thought Bruce Lee could beat up everyone.
Yes.
And we thought Evel Knievel could jump the world. You know what I mean? He could jump planet Earth. Yes.
Was it Snake Canyon?
Right.
On that motorcycle.
Yes. Around the same time. Yes.
We mentioned earlier that on this day in 2013, Frozen was released. Also in 2019, 5 years ago, an unlikely franchise, Knives Out was released.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's a third one in the works.
Knives Out.
Daniel Craig, Ryan Johnson directed it. I
remember.
Chris Evans is in it.
Ana de Armas.
It's like an old school
it's
murder
like an
mystery.
Agatha Christie.
Yeah, like
murder.
very Agatha Christie.
Murder on the Orient type?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really, really
I remember
fun.
people talking. I just missed it.
And the second one has
Ed Norton.
Shoot, I'm forgetting her name. Who's the main person? The woman.
Kate Hudson's in it.
I'm not thinking about that person. But anyway,
you're not thinking of Kate Hudson. You know.
Well, I like Kate Hudson, but I was not thinking about her because I wouldn't say that she's the main character. That she's also the singer. Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe is the main person in Knives Out Glass Onion.
I did see that then.
And then Knives Out 3 is Knives Out Wake Up Dead Man with and I'm also now blanking. Who plays the Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians?
Glenn Close?
Yeah, so Glenn Close is in the third Knives Out. That's what I think about when I think about Glenn Close.
And on this day in 1985, DeMarco and I are old enough to remember this. Very briefly, the Cold War was solved after Rocky Balboa fought Ivan Drago.
Oh, he beat Drago.
And beat him in
If
Russia.
I can change.
You can change.
Everybody
can change.
Suddenly, Moscow has gone Rocky.
Briefly,
yes.
Russia and the U.S. were cool.
Filmed in Denver.
All right, coming up next, a little super crosstalk. Travis and DeMarco Show, 710 ESPN.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland is next after Travis and DeMarco.
Are you wearing women's glasses?
No. By the way, I think they're cool. They're purple spectacles.
They're men's glasses, but I stole this idea from Quinn Snyder.
That was
you ever see Quinn Snyder's glasses?
Yeah.
Bright red.
Look like Sally Jesse Raphael.
Oh, it is like Sally Jesse.
Or Rachel Maddow.
Park Party Play at Hollywood Park Casino. Listen to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack. VIP tailgate passes plus game day tickets. Listen to your cue to call and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Park Party Play with me at Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older to enter.
A coach, a good Samaritan, a youngster who brightens your day. Tell us who's smiling and you could win some awesome prizes like sweet tickets from ESPN LA, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, and a grand prize of Invisalign from Beverly Hills Ortho. Enter now at ESPNLA.com and remember you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
Martin Lawrence, the Y'all Know What It Is tour.
You know you gaining weight when you walk and you feel like somebody following you.
Friday, December 6th at Crypto.com Arena. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com.
This is the Rams Report. Here's Travis Rogers.
A rough Week 12 for the Los Angeles Rams as they fall to the Philadelphia Eagles 37-20 at SoFi Stadium in a Sunday night blowout. Saquon Barkley absolutely putting on a show for the Philadelphia Eagles. Not one, but two different touchdown runs going over 70 yards. He finishes with a career-best 255 yards on 26 carries. That is also a Philadelphia Eagles single-game record on the ground. Jalen Hurts, 15 out of 22, 179 yards and a touchdown. The Rams really never able to get anything going consistently offensively, including Kyren Williams, who put the ball on the ground twice, including one on the opening drive that ultimately led to a Philadelphia Eagles field goal. Up next for the Rams on the road in the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints. With today's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
That's today's Rams Report on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Sedano. LA is the home of champions, so celebrate like a champion with Tequila Mandala. Award-winning artisanal small batch premium sipping tequila. Our friends at Tequila Mandala turning tequila fans into Tequila Mandala fanatics. Made from the finest mature agaves to bring you the perfect sipping tequila, from their Blanco to their flawless year extra añejo. Up your game with Tequila Mandala and experience the best award-winning premium tequila. Available everywhere fine tequilas are sold. Visit tequilamandala.com for more details.
The Black Friday sales event is on at George Chevrolet. Drive home a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with over $11,000 in total savings. Over $11K off select 2024 Silverado models at George Chevrolet. Don't wait. Shop early for the best selection. This Black Friday offer is available only for a limited time. George Chevrolet off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Discount up to $11,250 and calculated off MSRP on select 2024 Chevy Silverado models. 5 at this discount. Offer ends 12/2/24. For full details, call 866-949-4805.
With over 20 clinics in the greater LA area, Game Day Men's Health offers premium services like testosterone therapy, ED treatment, and more to optimize your health. Visit GameDayMen'sLA.com to schedule your complimentary testosterone test and consultation. Get back in the game with Game Day Men's Health.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station. KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Super Crosstalk presented by In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
So Ireland's in San. Oh, you do it, Andy. It's still part of your show. I should not be taking over.
Hey, a little Super Crosstalk. We are joined by Steve Mason in studio, John Ireland in San Antonio. John, how are you?
What time is it? Does anyone know?
Just like that.
12:05.
Yeah, we got in. I looked at the clock radio before my head hit the pillow at 4:19 a.m.
Oh my God! God bless your heart, bro.
And but I mean, it's not me I'm worried about. It's like the Spurs played last night too, and every time I suggest that we get rid of back-to-backs or that we lessen the games, the response I get from anybody in power is, "Well, how are you going to replace that revenue?" But, man, it might be better than doing this. I mean, LeBron and AD both played 35 minutes last night, and you're going to put them back out there tonight?
Yeah. What time's tip-off?
7:30, 5:30 where you are.
I assume they slept on the plane, and as soon as they got off, they went back home and got more sleep. So you can get a good 8 hours to recover.
Well, back home is the hotel in San Antonio.
Yes.
Or you can get back to wherever you're going and rest.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because both teams, neither team really has an advantage because both teams played on the road last night.
Yes.
The Lakers were in Phoenix and the Spurs were in Utah.
And boy, those Lakers, huh?
John, what happened? What happened in the second half?
Shredded.
By the way, the first 2.5 quarters was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was like a heavyweight fight, and then the Lakers just stopped playing defense.
Yeah,
like they stopped playing D.
They also stopped making shots. They stopped everything.
Yeah, it was super weird. It was like a back and forth game, 6 minutes through the third quarter, and then Phoenix just stepped on the gas and it was over.
Wasn't that kind of what happened in the Denver game too? They collapsed in the third quarter. They
had the lead at halftime
last night
against Denver.
Yeah. And defensively, by the way, John, we talked about this on the show, but at least going into last night, they were only 27th in defensive rating in the league. I would imagine they may have fallen a little bit even.
They're somehow 31st out of 30 teams.
They gave up 103 quarters last night.
What's crazy is they are so bad in giving up transition points, and they don't even turn the ball over. Like, they are getting run on every single opportunity.
On made shots.
Made shots, missed shots, whatever. Like, think how bad it would be if they were actually bad at taking care of the ball.
Right.
Like, and so some of this is just they have to make a commitment to getting back.
John, what can you tell us? Like, what can you attribute this to when you're so good in the first half and so the opposite in the second?
Well, in the NFL, DeMarco, as you know, they would say it's about halftime adjustments.
Of course.
In the NBA, it's more of do you wear down? Mm-hmm. Last night, the Suns played their first game in 6 days. The last game they had before last night was last Wednesday.
Yeah, that's an unfair advantage.
A little bit.
But I mean, it's not the whole ball game. You should still be able to compete, and they didn't compete. And that's what JJ talked about after the game, is that there was a severe lack of compete, particularly on the defensive end. And when a coach starts saying that, that's when guys get benched and get traded.
Right.
So they better wake up.
So I wanted to, we'll obviously get back to the Lakers here, and we're getting ready for our Thanksgiving Spectacular.
Yeah.
Today's our Thanksgiving Spectacular.
Wow.
Joined by all of our Coach Sean McVay, Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike, Matthew Berry, cast of many today as we get ready for the holiday tomorrow. So you said something, DeMarco, that I could not disagree more with.
Which part?
And avoid the policy altogether. You said when you get together with your family for a holiday,
yes,
that you bring up every awkward subject.
No, I don't bring it up. I don't. The question was, is there? How did you bring that up, Emily? A safe out?
Oh, yeah. Do you have a safe conversation when you want to avoid thorny subjects
so when
with
it's
your family?
When it's getting tense,
right?
Are you the one that diffuses the tension?
I'm a big diffuser. They call
Are you
me,
really?
Oh, I do not want and like I'm hosting Thanksgiving this. I do not want any awkward conversations. I wish I had like a buzzer like I have on the soundboard here, so that when somebody started talking about something that could lead to trouble.
Well, why do you do that? That's my question.
Because I only see these people a couple of times a year. Why do I want to get into a fight while I'm in the middle of it?
Ditto. I mean, we only get together once in a blue moon, but I mean, why harbor some stupid crap that's keeping us from being together?
Well, it depends on what type of thing you're talking about.
DeMarco, do you bring up politics?
No, I don't bring it up. I don't, what do you call that? Insert topics that are going to be inflammatory.
Right.
But if somebody starts to get into it, I'm not going to stop them. I'm going to let them talk about it.
Well, I would change the subject.
Yeah,
No,
I know my brother's
Yeah.
going to bring up politics, and I'm going to be like, nope, not doing it. Not doing it. I am a big peacemaker in my family. Like, I want everybody to get along, and especially if I'm hosting, I take responsibility for everybody getting along.
Yeah.
So I want it to go smooth, and if there's an awkward subject, I want to
that could be exhausting.
It
man.
also, too,
depending on your family,
it can become very awkward. Like, for example, if you're hosting, like, and I don't know the answer to this, but like, how many members of Juan's family are there?
No, this year Thanksgiving is my family. Do you do that? Do you do the Thanksgiving with your family?
Usually works out that
it's
way.
all my side of the family because my brother and his wife and kids will be there. My parents are in town. But like, for example, if say there started to become some type of argument at our Thanksgiving table, which I don't think there will be, but if there was, and it involves mostly members of my family, it becomes really awkward for my wife and my sister-in-law.
Yeah, right.
Because it's like, okay, we have no dog in this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we're stuck watching these people argue. So I think that's something that I have to be conscious of, if nothing else. Again, I don't think it's going to happen. But just the idea of there are people, they're going to feel like I don't even have a place to start arguing in this.
I just enjoy dialogue, man. I do.
I'll dialogue, but I just won't dialogue
Not
about
certain
stuff
issues.
That's
I enjoy dialogue, but I
Yeah.
know a lot of people are not capable of enjoying dialogue.
Oh, well, that's the only way you get to heal is you got to talk about it. You can't
We'll heal a
diffuse
different
it. Okay,
Heal.
but I do pour drinks.
We come to Thanksgiving to heal.
As we're talking, we're pouring drinks and having fun.
I
Eating
don't know
turkey.
what's it like. Now, does the family ever get all together for you, John?
Not a ton. Lisa's family's all in Idaho, and I
right.
just have my mom here, so no, not. I mean, every once in a while, maybe once a year.
And do you talk about things that might set somebody off?
Well, I just changed the subject.
Yeah, see that? Me too.
Well, we got the other thing to figure out. Are we still in the window for brining?
I just got a text from my wife.
Oh, brining the turkey.
We're trying
to brine.
We're still in the window. We have 24 hours.
Yeah.
I just got a text from my wife actually asking me about the brining.
It makes a difference to you?
I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about brining.
What'd your wife say? What'd your wife say?
What are we going to do about the brining?
We're going to do okay.
So what do you brine a turkey in?
Usually it's like salt water.
So
maybe some like thyme or rosemary, like some spices.
Emily's parents are at the Outer Banks, and they sent us a recipe for brining turkey and instructions.
That's very nice.
From the Outer Banks.
Yeah.
I had a bad brining experience.
Oh,
That's what started all of this.
Isn't that's the oldest story in the book? Bad brining experience.
I love it.
Well, I did though. It was really messy. It was a hassle. It was a pain in the ass. So ever since then, I've been spooked by the brining.
Yeah.
But apparently we're brining today.
Needs to be done, apparently.
That's
we're
right.
Needs to be done. Yeah, we're not cooking. Now,
What are you doing?
guys cooking?
Yeah, we cook.
we are so not cooking.
I'm cooking.
I'm not a cooker. A cook. I'm not a cook. My brother, not a cook. My mom says, I'm 83 years old. I'm not making Thanksgiving, so we're going out.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
we're going
awesome.
out. Yeah,
Does
they
Juan
got a good deal. Juan is a cook, can cook, but no, does not want the responsibility of making all the stuff. It's too much stuff.
I actually like it. I
too.
enjoy all of it except the brining.
We're not going to. Okay, let's make a decision. Brine or no brine right
Brine
now.
or no
1,
brine?
2, 3.
Brine.
See, I say brine. I have nothing to do with it. But you,
Brine. It's a
brine,
mess.
damn
It's
it.
a
You
mess.
better brine.
Let's be honest. I don't have a vote on this. It's whatever my wife decides.
Me either.
All right. Super Crosstalk.
Oh, couldn't wait to get out of
Look
here.
at that. Time to brine, man.
Andy's pulling a Mason in Ireland. It's 12-12
Well,
and he's gone.
I am playing the role of Travis Rogers. Travis tries to get the hell out of here
That's
as quickly
true.
as he
Vapor
can.
trail.
Super Crosstalk brought to you by In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger's all about. 710 ESPN.
And the world champs just won't stop getting better. The breaking news from last night. Giants pitcher Blake Snell is now a Dodger. A 5-year, $182 million deal to complete what could be the best rotation in baseball. We're talking about it all day on your home for real Dodgers talk. 710 ESPN.